Bat sheet. Jeez, Gigi and
Badfish
Badfish
made dinner for Gigi?
Yeah.
What the?
First, I'm
What's
hearing
going
this,
on
but
in your house?
Marco, get your house in order, bro.
What the hell?
Smalltalk.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Smalltalk, the show where we talk about absolutely nothing important at all. I am your host, Dylan, as always joined by my two co-hosts, Sean and Eddie, and two guests on, or hosts, whatever you want to call them. We got Danny and good old Useby.
Left-hand Jumbo.
What's up, guys?
Left-hand Jumbo.
What up, guys?
Oh yeah, left hand. Sorry.
Good to have you guys on. Useby's on for. I asked Useby to hop on for a specific assignment with some of the recent releases,
Okay.
and Danny just invited him. So I'm just kidding. Love you,
I
Danny.
love piggybacking on.
Yeah, no, we love
On
having
what?
you guys. What'd you say, Eddie?
That was sexual.
How dare you? Sexual.
Anyways, we got a good show tonight, guys. We have a loaded out one. We got all kinds of Toy Fair news, a lot of reveals to go over. Just really loaded on news. But first, how you guys doing? How have you been since last show? Anything new, Sean, since last one?
Nothing new, just running around crazy. My son started t-ball, so we've been going to t-ball practices. We got our first game on Saturday, second game on Monday, and we're rolling with it, man. It's funny watching these kids for sure.
How old are they?
Youngest is 2. My son Grayson, he's the oldest at 4.
Gotcha.
I
Nice.
miss those days. The T-ball days when life
Yep.
was good.
Me too. You getting anything new?
Nah, man, I haven't got anything new. I was telling Eddie a little bit earlier ago that I did pretty good at the toy show, and it's all
Yes.
going toward. It's
Yeah,
all
tell us
going,
about that.
Okay, so our local Facebook group had a memorial swap meet for one of the regulars who passed away. Zach and Dean mentioned it a while back on CW, and the main guy who kind of runs the Facebook page invited me out and stuff, and did really well. Had a lot of pre-sales that I did, and then quite a few people check out my stuff, and made almost, I think, about $300. So
Nice.
all that's going to some Grail statues that I want to get. So slowly but surely.
Hell yes. Congrats. What statues you pushing for?
Still going for that Exam Thanos Lady Death and the Thanos on Throne. Some Guardians pieces.
Wow, are you taking talking points away from my show tomorrow? Are you fucking what are you doing?
Preview.
What are you trying to step
Previews.
in on you know that you can't talk about stuff twice. No, I'm just fucking around.
Talk about it
And
4 times.
you also said my show. Uh-oh.
I don't know.
It is my show. I can say whatever the fuck I want on my show.
John, where's John? I got a message him. I'm just kidding.
But yeah, that's about it, man. Nothing too crazy.
That sounds cool. God, I wish there's things like that around here. That'd be awesome.
Come down, we'll all set up.
That'd be a good way to just get shit out of your house too. That you
Okay.
just
Mm-hmm.
don't
is.
have to.
It is a good way, but you have to make a rule that you're not gonna walk around looking at shit because
Yeah, you've mentioned that.
I
a
do
couple
those
times.
things, and I have extra money because I sold some stuff, and so I'm walking around, and I'm like, oh, I want that, and then another thing, the guys, I'll be cool with the guys next to me in their booths, and they'll have something that I want, and I'll have something they want, and I'll be like, oh, let me trade, you know. So it's a good way to get rid of stuff, but it's also a good way to bring a little back.
Yeah,
Only-
counterproductive.
Only thing I bought there was my bar tab. Got some scotch, hung out and stuff.
Wow,
and
scotch.
that's
What
about
kind of
it.
scotch?
It was 12-year Glenlivets.
Okay, that was a hefty bar tab, sir.
That was like $50. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, for like one scotch.
No, it was good, man.
Look at this guy living the high life. He's another 1%er.
Wow.
No, definitely not.
Eddie, what about you? What's new with you?
Dude, I have a new this week that I forgot that I had on order. I have these vintage collection Clone Wars ARC Troopers. So I think there's a red one too. I don't think I got the red one. But these were, I thought they were Walmart exclusives. I don't remember.
They are. I think those were one of the harder ones to get.
Were they? Well,
Yes.
I got 2 of them.
I might
So-
want one if you sell
And
them.
do you really want one? Because I actually will like get rid of one. But if
I
you
might.
want it, man, it's on you. But a lot of people were getting these in, and they were having issues with them coming in mailers, the bubble mailers.
Yeah.
Mine came in a box, so they're pretty crispy. There was no padding in the box, but as far as Walmart goes, I'll take the box over the mailer. So they do have like, this one has like a bend on that corner right there, and then this one, same thing, like another corner bend right there. But
yeah.
other than that, they're pretty good. So I might keep
That'd probably
one, but
piss-
yeah, I'll definitely get rid of one. So if you want one, let me know, man.
Interesting. I wonder if those would pass Mario's inspection. Probably not, huh?
Well, yeah, Mario orders like 5 of each release, I think, because
Just to get
He
one
did-
good one.
well, to get a good one, and then he also, I think he orders 2 anyway because he has one out of box and one in box.
Right.
So he ends up getting a whole shit ton, or as many as he can anyway.
Let me just... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, that was my new this week. Everything else is same as usual, man.
What do you got on for a shirt this time?
This came in one of those. I think this was a pop. There was a pop pack with Spider-Man Homecoming, and it was like the pop from Homecoming, and then it was this shirt, and then there was a pair of socks, and maybe like, I don't know, a book or a sticker or something. I don't remember, but this was from that pack. I used to get those.
Was it one of those collector corp?
It was not. It was like that though, but it wasn't specifically one of those Amazon boxes. Yeah.
That's one of the low-key cool Eddie collecting things out there. Is you always got some pretty cool shirts that no one else has because from your Funko days.
I think Sean is giving me a run for my money though. He's the new shirt guy.
What is that?
Dude, he has a cool comic shirt.
That's from Nightfall. Right?
Is that Merciless or is it as
Azrael.
That's Azrael,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Batman.
Yep. Yeah, I get them all from Instagram. This company called White Gold Industries. They do like 90s, 80s, 90s, stuff. Right now they have a Moon Knight one. They've done a ton of Jim Lee X-Men stuff and McFarlane Spider-Man and a bunch of stuff. So I love them.
He's the hat guy too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is pretty sweet.
Listen, I got to be cool one way or the other. So
Well, you think you're cool. Your kids
said-
will
well,
tell you
think I'm
otherwise.
cool. Yes, think I'm cool.
Cool in my book.
You said it's White Gold Industries?
White Gold Industries. Yep.
I can't... When I Google, nothing pops up.
Try looking up black blue. That was a joke,
Wow.
but I don't think people got it.
I got
I
it.
get it, the dress.
I wish I didn't get it.
Wow. That's why I don't do John jokes, man.
Yeah. As he would say, leave those to the professional.
You're correct.
So let's kind of hit up the chat here. We got Toy Mafia, Quinn, Brenton, David Jones, Alvin J. What up, guys? Equan, Goodnoll, Filthy Yoda, Badfish. How's it going? Badfish, I finally got back to you here. I kind of blew it and forgot to send him his options, so I just sent him that yesterday. So let me know what you want, Badfish. I'll get that out. That's from his contest he won
right.
last show.
Dude, he won also the comic one. The comics
Did
in
he?
the way, Badfish. Yeah.
Well, he tunes in all the time, so and then yeah, good to see everyone tonight. Lane, Good to see you guys tonight. I'm glad you're hanging out. So, Danny, did you get anything new since last
I haven't
show?
gotten anything new, but I did make a pre-order because of you guys from last show. Because
What
you
was
guys
it?
showed that
Marvel Legends.
Marvel Legends Havoc, and I had to order it. I mean, I was thinking
Hell
about
yeah.
getting the whole set to get that Reaver,
Nice.
but then I said, that's going to cost a lot of money, $25 each, just to get that BFA. So then I was like, I'm good with just the Havoc. So I pre-ordered that from Amazon.
You know what's
Nice.
funny? I was looking at a Marvel Legend this week, and I was like, "What the fuck am I doing?" Because
one was
I saw the Deadpool SHF review from The Amazing, and I didn't love. He compared it to the Marvel Legend one, and the Marvel Legend one looks better to me, like the proportions and everything. It
For
looks more
which one?
movie accurate for the Deadpool.
Oh,
Movie
yeah.
Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds. So I was like, damn, that actually looks pretty good. And I wouldn't mind having like a little figure on my desk to mess around with. So I was like, maybe I'll get this. So,
Do it.
but there's only a 2-pack, and the black and or the gray,
gray
the
one.
dirty version or whatever, the dusty version. So, and the dusty version sells for like $60, and the 2-pack is $60 if you get the 2-pack, unless you can find a loose one on eBay. So I was like,
Breton said D, who you said D Amazing, right?
yeah,
Big
the Amazing.
YouTuber. He's
Oh
like
yeah,
one
the
of the,
Amazing. Yeah.
yeah.
He's a. I love his reviews. I think he does a phenomenal job. So
I do.
we
too.
had another YouTuber in here though. We have Maz's Toy Box.
Hey,
What's up, dude?
Hey, what's up?
Nice.
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks everyone. Like I said, we should have a pretty good show here. So
You skipping
I
over
love
what
that.
my new this week is, bro? You skipping
Brenton
over
got
my new
me,
week?
son
Oh.
of a. No, yeah, I wasn't skipping you. I promise you, USB. I was just.
Yee-hoo.
Oh, he did get you.
nuts. Oh, he got you. He got you good. Oh, okay.
What'd you get?
Oh,
So like Eddie, I also got the ARC Trooper.
What the
got a couple
fuck?
of these
I'm
as
pretty
well.
sure I tried to get those ones and I didn't.
Oh,
I
they
did.
were
I like missed them.
they were really hard
Oh
to get.
sweet. We're
This one's-
Trooper brothers this week.
This one's very crispy and very even.
Ooh.
Then I thought I got the red ones too, and I think they're coming maybe a separate package. But with that one, I also got Barris as well. She came.
Nice.
Nice. I didn't. The only
That's
reason
my
I didn't
spec.
get it is because I only got the Troopers when I was doing
Yeah.
vintage collection, but that's a
Yeah.
great looking one.
And then first Marvel Legends I've bought in a while. But yeah, I just thought these were cool, and they came off the hype of the WandaVision show. So I got the
Nice.
West Coast Avengers.
Hell
Sorry,
yes.
which?
Yeah, Sean, the other Sean, got pretty horny about those ones.
wow.
Zoom in on it for you.
Horny?
Dang.
Wait, is that the same figure from the 3-pack?
That's what I thought.
Just
too.
recolored?
I don't know. That I don't know.
I think it's for
I
sure.
think
yeah,
it's
for
slightly
sure
different. I
And
think it's
then
slightly different, Danny.
The companion piece with that, I also got the Vision as well. From
That's
West
pretty
Coast
cool.
Avengers.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Do you have all the previously released ones?
No.
No.
I've been moving away from Marvel Legends, but these were just like too cool to pass up, so I ended up getting those ones.
They did.
I swear.
They did Hercules on that vintage
I saw
card
that one.
back like that a while ago, and I was like tempted as hell to get that one.
Those, Sean, those would be cool to just put behind, like, if you're getting any of the Hot Toys WandaVision figures,
Yeah.
to put, like, behind them or something, because, so when Sean just moved over to Smalltalk from collecting comics, that was around the time when that show was going on, and a big thing he was kind of saying at the time, what it was based on with West Coast Avengers, and a lot of that, it was, you kind of know the storyline if you know anything about that, so that's pretty much what they're all based off of from that show, so...
Nice.
Super cool. Let's see if did I miss anything in the chat here.
I don't think so. Everybody's talking about The Amazing
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
and the TVC line and things like that.
his
Breton said he
posing.
got that Doctor Strange, the Walmart Doctor Strange.
Yep.
That's the one with the axe, right? I think it's like an axe or like a hammer or something like that.
Yeah.
D-Amazing's posing is probably one of the best parts. Lane also said I'm actually considering POing the Mezco Storm figure. I think you're talking Mafex Storm, right? So just in case you can't find it, get Lane. Make
Who
sure
said they
you're
were?
getting the right. Lane.
Oh, Lane.
Said, yeah.
Stay in your
So-
lane, man. No, I'm just
Yeah. What I got new. So this is actually my second one of these guys, Belphegor from Mythic Legions. This guy caught my attention like from the get-go when they released, and he sold out kind of fast. Like he was available on Big Bad for a while, but I also wanted to get him because I bought like this third-party custom head sculpt.
wow. He
That
looks
you
like the
can-
Lord of Darkness
Yeah,
that
he
the-
kind
from the
of
movie,
does.
right?
from Legend.
So
Yeah, that's-
I gotta put like putty or something on there, but
That's kind of scary.
Did you see that they announced the All-Star voting?
yep, yeah, we'll cover that later. I got a picture, kind of a
Have you-
snapshot of it.
Did
but
you see? Did any of you guys see that movie Antlers that came out like
Yes.
last Halloween? You
I
saw
just-
it?
No.
Oh, it didn't come out last Halloween. I thought it just came out like not too long. Oh yeah, it was last
I think it was
Halloween, and
last
now
Halloween.
it's
It was
streaming on
close.
HBO.
Yeah, yeah,
because I watched it
Um,
on HBO not too long ago.
yeah. That's kind of what that demon looks like. So that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. What he like turns into, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just liked him, yeah, because you could pretty much use this guy for anything, and look kind of the cool red body and stuff like that. So I might want to do some more things with him here, but yeah, pretty cool figure. For small stuff, I don't think I got. Oh, well, I guess I got the rest of my Mythic Legions Legion builder weight from that in stock sale they had. I got the rest of them. And one of them is this guy. I still haven't taken him out. I know I'm the worst.
Oh,
but
I sold mine.
Is that a dwarf?
No, so
No, that's
this
the
is
Barbarian.
yeah, Barbarian
Oh.
Legion builder. So he comes with like so many different options. Like you can take off his beard. He's got a bunch of different horns. Absolutely loaded figure. Definitely worth $50. And I think that was really the only one that I didn't show off that was kind of worth or I think cool from that wave. But for non-figure related stuff, so Amanda and I, for kind of a Christmas present to each other, instead of buying each other something, we just went on a trip down to the Twin Cities. And I like going down there because that's the closest places that I can find hot toys and just figures, period. And they're all comic book shops, and I didn't find anything. I didn't find any hot toys I wanted. The only thing that caught my attention was, oh God, I can't even fucking think of it. One of them was like the Sideshow Wolverine, the Tiger Stripe version. But I got a bunch
The
of
1/6?
comics. What's that?
The 1/6 version?
Yeah. But I got a bunch of comics, so let me go through them here real quick, because I don't think I've talked about a bunch of them. So I'm a big World War II fan. So I got this one.
Oh, I saw
Lion
that one
and
on
the
this
Eagle.
shelf.
Also like Garth Ennis, so...
Who puts that out?
Aftershock, right?
Aftershock, yeah,
Oh,
you're
okay.
right. Yeah, so I just got to stay on it then and try and get the rest of them. But that
Garth
one,
Ennis is really cool, man.
yeah,
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 love his
I liked-
Punisher run.
I liked Sarah, yeah, and he did a good Punisher run. So that's what caught my attention there. I also got Maximum Carnage book.
Oh, trade paper.
And then, so with comics, I'm a little bit different where I actually do like them for the story a lot of times. Like, I will read them a lot, and that's why I like the books.
That's.
I also want to know
that's the way
more
to go.
about.
That's a good series.
I also want to know
Yeah.
way more about Inhumans. I know, like, nothing about them, so I'm like,
It's all about the Terrigen Mist.
I guess I'll start with this one and
That
see how it
seems
goes.
sexual.
Picked up
I really like the Donny Cates Inhumans
Yeah.
run. It was
Is that the older one?
No,
so I
that's
just saw
newer.
that.
No,
Oh.
It's
No,
like
that
a
should've
couple
just came
years
out.
older. Yeah.
Gotcha. I'll have to try it, but and then I got this Moon Knight one since I'm pretty much caught up on the not the newest one, but the one before that I can't think of the name. Lemire
Jeff
ones.
Lemire.
Yeah. I have that one and I read through all those books, but then I got Absolute Carnage.
Nice.
And
You
then
like Carnage, huh?
Kate's baby.
I found a hardcover Marvel Select Punisher, which is kind of hard to find actually, but
Oh,
this
that's
one
nice.
had it all over the place. It's just really hard to find Punisher books that aren't like volume 2 or 3 or 6 or something like that. Like you can never find a good one to start off with, but and then this was the last one. So I told you guys this is my first comic line I'm collecting all the way through. This is the book of it. I'm going to use this
Was
to
that the
read
David
through
Finch
it.
one?
Yeah, the newest one.
The Hudson.
No,
Finch?
McKay. Sorry, it's McKay, Rosenberg, and is it Capuccio? Capuccio?
Oh, Capullo.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Anyways, this is the newest one, the one that is being released right now, and it's 1 through 6. And so there's a couple of those ones that I had to pick up. The 6th one, this I think is a variant. This one is 7.
Did
And
you
then-
read the stuff where he's in the suit? Like I
This
I
one
don't
is-
know too much of that incarnation
that
of
cover.
Moon Knight.
Mr. Knight, I think that's what they call
Yeah,
him. Right?
Mr. Knight.
Mr. Knight, he made an appearance in the Lemire ones. Those are the ones that I've read. I haven't read the old ones. I have to read that. I have that one too, and I got to read it.
I think that suit one is gonna be in the show.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah,
the sneak peek.
Mr. Knight or
Yeah, that was in the trailer, I think.
Oh,
yeah, it's like
I missed it.
kind of one of his alias type
Alter
things too.
egos.
But, right.
Oh,
But anyways,
Brenton
What?
said that the book you got for Punisher, that's what the Thomas Jane Punisher movie was based on.
oh, sweet.
That's sick.
So this one, it says in here Devil's Reign tie-in. So I'm like, wait, what the fuck is Devil's Reign then? So then I found Devil's Reign, and
That's
I
like
want to,
current stuff.
yeah. So then I wanted to go through these ones. I got Devil's Reign 1, 3, 4 of 6, and so I need 2, and obviously when the next ones come out, I gotta try and stay current with them.
I'll look at my shop for you, man.
Yeah, let me know. And then I got Carnage Forever 1,
Nice.
Nice.
along with the variant version.
I'll call you Mr. Carnage from now on, dude.
I know.
I'm big.
Yeah,
I
dude.
love Carnage.
Mr. Carnage and Mr. Moon Knight.
I think Carnage is sick just because he's one of the few Marvel villains that they don't, I don't know, in any sort of way try and make him good. Like he's just a shitty guy all the way through and through, and it just not many villains anymore like that, I feel like. So I really like him. And then Moon Knight I got into actually because of years ago with the Mezco figure, and then Punisher I was really kind of so-so about Punisher, and then the TV show got me big into him, and I read a couple comics there and really liked him. But 166, Marco, I really do like Venom as well. Maybe as much as he loves Venom. I know everyone has pretty much talked shit about the Hot Toy Carnage, but I'm probably gonna get that one. But yeah, anyways, that was my kind of my haul, I think. But yeah, it was pretty good. I gotta try and stay current. Was one of my things when I'm reading comics, and the reason why I don't have a lot of single issue things is because I'm so bad with remembering to go into the store and get them. And so, like, if I miss one or two, that drives me nuts because that's the
Open a
same reason I
box.
hate. It's the same thing why I hate TV shows.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I've heard. Yeah, because then you
Yeah.
don't stop and it can cost money. But with TV shows, I just hate that, like, waiting for the next one to come out, and that's why I waited to read this one until it was in this book, until I could get the book and just read it all the way through. Because I have this first version, or this cover now, graded 9.8, already goes over like $100, like well over like 130
You could do-
or something.
You could do that even on a bigger scale and wait until they collect all of the books, all the trade paperbacks, and get the omnibus. That's what I do.
So I probably would, but I also want to read this one. or I want to read this one and like know what's going on, because I do have a feeling that there could be some cool things they take away from the TV show in it. And I just want to see how different of a Moon Knight this is than the one I read, the series I read. But
Eddie,
Joey
do you
asked-
actually like? Oh, sorry.
What?
Go ahead.
Joey asked, why are people talking shit about Carnage the Joint? Something else I saw was immediately like, I'm getting that. I honestly, Joey, same with me. I know a lot of people just didn't like the price tag. That was the main thing, I think.
He's too fucking big. That's why
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Which it's somewhat accurate to the show. He is
It's
gigantic, but
extremely accurate to the movie. It's just I don't like Carnage being a giant.
yeah, I would say it's more of like a thing with people that they didn't like, or a thing with the character design that they didn't like, rather than like a
Yeah.
figure issue.
Well, he's bigger than a lot of people got the Venom because they like Venom and not because they like the movies. And that Carnage doesn't go well with the Venom because he's bigger than him, and it just throws it off. So I
Yeah,
think that's
'cause
the biggest issue.
If you look at any of the old stuff, like when I was paging through some of that Carnage, the Maximum Carnage, Venom is bigger than him in almost everything for the most part. But yeah, I'm getting it. Yeah, that's the truth. God damn it. All right. Well, do you guys have anything else pressing? Any other
No, sir.
No,
recent
that's it.
news?
Nope.
I don't think so.
We had a topic for smaller talk, but I think we'll maybe try and get through the news and see what we're looking at the end, if that sounds good, and bring it up then. I just think we should probably get into things here. So, with that said, first off, getting into, of course, Mezco. Good and all. They had 2 new releases. Both of them were teases from... One was a tease from this toy fair, and they released him like a week later, which was kind of odd. And then the other one was I think it was... What's the one that goes on in October? Is that New York Comic Con?
Oh, sorry, you were
DTs?
asking
Yeah.
us a question.
Yeah,
Or
I believe it's
October.
New York.
I think it's October.
I
I think it's New York
Comic-Con.
Comic Con.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think one of them was released then. But so this one is G.I. Joe Snake Eyes Deluxe Edition. $95, January to March 2023 release. And so far, this thing, from what I was able to see, apart from the few guys
Damn.
hating on it here and there, this looks like, if you're a huge Snake Eyes fan, this is the one you want. It seems to be the consensus. It is expensive. He also, though, comes with a timber. Yep, but for whatever reason, they didn't show it. I don't know why they blanked him out. I don't really get that. If it's just because they're still working on him and they don't have like something to show there, I don't know. But if it's articulated in any way, he comes with another head. So I'm guessing it's a snarling one. You can kind of see the outline there.
That's gonna
So
be
like,
cool.
yeah, really cool. So again, this is what I see. Like, if they dive into G.I. Joe, they could kill this line. And so far, all of their releases look to be home runs for the most part. Danny, I know you're a big G.I. Joe fan. What do you think of these?
Dude, Mezco would be perfect fit for G.I. Joe. With all the... Because they jam-pack the figures with accessories, and that's perfect for G.I. Joe. With all the weapons that each character has. Look at, man. This thing's like stacked to the ceiling. Multiple stars. Then you got action stars. Like motion stars and shit. It's like, oops, stuff.
Yeah, so this, Joey says, see, I would love this, but knowing people, it would be gone immediately and stupid hard to get. But I'll ask the guy tomorrow and see if he can get it. Yeah, it's a regular release. You can get them like at anywhere that distributes Mezco figures. Like I said, I always do my local comic book store. If I can't get it there, then I'll do it one of the other retailers that I can try and find deals on. But definitely, if you want it, the thing that has kind of changed over the years with Mezco is you need to pre-order it, whether it's a regular release or MDX, whatever. But
And they're
you need to
easier
order it.
get They're easier to get now. They're not as hard as it used to be. So
So
as long as you're
do they
you
not
pre-order
finish the
it, you know.
lines?
Well, I was reading Brendan's comment. Says
Yeah.
this looks amazing, but I hate buying Snake Eyes and then no other GI Joe figures. Didn't they already release or did they just
Destro
tease?
and Roadblock.
Okay.
Yeah.
He said that he wants to release one a quarter. Mez did. So you're gonna have a display. If you want GI Joes and you want high end ones, Brenton, just buy these and they will keep making them. So I
So they haven't done a Storm Shadow?
not yet, but we'll get there. They teased.
Stop jumping ahead, Danny.
Sorry. I haven't seen
But-
the show sheet. My bad.
No, that's okay. So the one thing too here is they do kind of the thing that Hot Toys does, where they tease other figures that they're eventually going to release in the
I hadn't
pictures.
even noticed that.
So we got
wow.
the Cobra Troopers in there as well. So keep an eye on those. I know like everyone likes and went nuts about the Hasbro
Yeah.
ones, which are going for the price of what these would probably retail for, which is insane. So yeah, a lot of people are like, yeah, I didn't get a Snake Eyes when we had the chance for like the deluxe version, and now I don't feel so bad. So yeah, that's always a good thing. And then moving on, Golden Age Batman vs. Two-Face 2-pack they released, $190, May to June 2022. And this one was an MDX. So this one you could only order on their website. If you want it, still hop on the wait list. That could very well convert. They just closed essentially the window. It was a window type pre-order. And believe it or not, I didn't order this one. Sean, what do you think of this one?
What? I ordered the shit out of this one, man. What's wrong with you?
Wow.
I'll get to it at the end here, but Sean, what do you think?
I think it's awesome, man. I'm a sucker for this Batman. I don't necessarily like him enough to get like the Hot Toys, or at least track him down at the prices that they're going for now. But at this scale, you get Batman, you get a classic villain. It's really well done. I have the other Mezco Batman, so yeah, I definitely had to get this one. And yeah, for $190, I mean, $80 a figure. Comes with a bunch of accessories, and yeah, it's just classic. So I hope they do Robin now, but yeah, I'm in. I like it a lot.
Sean or Eddie, you guys have any thoughts on this? Other Sean, sorry.
It's all good. I think it looks really cool, and like Usby said, I think it's a really classic Batman. Didn't we talk about them possibly? Didn't they tease Robin though? Didn't they do like the signal for him?
God damn it, guys.
Jesus.
I should have just did the
Give
teases
me
right away.
the
That's
song.
probably
There you go.
that's probably
wrote
on
this
me.
one?
I should have just did that right off the bat, but that's fine. Yeah, they did tease Robin.
But yeah, and I
Well,
like
that's a
the
cool
Two-Face
action
too.
fist pose or swipe, whatever it's called.
Yeah, I like they're diving into that a little bit more. But
Oh, the Batarangs are cool.
Dang.
Batarangs are really cool.
I didn't even look at those.
You done messed up, son.
You done
I
did it.
I did hop on the wait list like the day after, so hopefully it converts. But Danny, would you get something like this? What do you think of like classic looking Batman?
I probably would not, but I think it looks amazing. Like I always want to get a modern. That's just me. But
Same.
if you're into like Batman in general, this is just perfect. I mean, this is perfect for your Batman lineup.
Yeah, Eddie, were you gonna say anything? Sorry, I think I cut you off.
Is this based off the 1966?
No,
So
someone
whose face is that supposed to be?
someone was saying it's from
Just the comics, like the Dick Sprang version, right?
yeah. The Dick Sprang comics is
The
what
comic,
it's
yeah, the artist version. I would
Right.
assume.
because like this version of the Batman, a lot of people were complaining how they didn't like the face, like how big of a jaw he has and everything. But apparently that's kind of true to one of the old comics.
He looks a little like John when he shaved his goatee.
Wow.
Brutal.
Kind of does, bro. So here in this picture, he looks like snub-necked, but then in the dynamic pictures from The Amazing, he looks Like he looks good here.
Mm-hmm.
Like it looks perfectly proportioned, but then when he's standing straight up, it doesn't to me.
So also for me was I didn't like the underpants. The when he's just standing there straight, like they look like they're too much. But you get him in a pose, and you don't notice that shit at
Yeah.
all.
They bunch
It looks
up,
a lot
man.
better in those.
That's
poses.
fine if they bunch. I don't honestly give a shit about that. I know Hot Toys collectors or whatever, for whatever reason,
Yeah.
hate bunching so much, but I don't really honestly care a bunch because it's natural. It's happens in your clothes.
And I don't
So-
like it there either.
I don't like it, but it happens, and I don't know. With this one, I should have ordered it probably. Like Usby said, it's a good deal. It's kind of their old pricing of $80 a figure, pretty much. I should have just fucking.
He
did it.
knows every time he skips a Mezco pre-order,
Yeah.
he does this every fucking time.
No, I felt so good about it, and then the next day, when they closed the window, I'm like, God, I'm such a fucking idiot. I should have.
The Two-Face outfit looks amazing too.
How do you do
Yeah.
this to yourself?
I don't know. I thought I was really proud of myself. I was like, you know what? This is one. What up, Mark? This is one that I
What's up,
can
Mark?
pass on. I don't need. Like, I have enough Batman. I don't need every Mezco Batman. And then a day goes by, and I'm like, I need every fucking Batman Mezco. Or Mezco Batman.
They just order
So,
them all.
I know. I fucked up. But anyways, so yeah, should be due out. They did say middle of this year, like relatively soon. So it's not going to be a huge turnaround the way it looks. We'll see about that.
Oh wait, that's the one thing I thought it was missing. He doesn't have a gun.
Yes. So again, there's licensing issues there. So what they do is they come out with their own accessory packs that go with it.
That's a cool
Like
pack.
like this. It's $35. Yeah, I think it's really cool. I really like the I don't know what they're called. If it's like a slug shotgun type pistol thing, because that's what he's loading here. It almost looks like a flare gun.
Yeah.
But I really like those things. And this set, I ordered this right away. I really like this. It comes with like 2 Tommy guns, couple revolvers, and then the pistols. I didn't show a good enough picture. I didn't add another picture of them, but they're double-barreled pistols. And then they're sawed-off handguns. That's what they are. So, like a shotgun. So, a bunch of effects, gold, bags comes with this. Again, $35, and it's in stock right now. So, this I did order. I really like this. Just because you can use it with anything else. But that's what they do. They release these coinciding with other releases, obviously, to go with them. To just kind of give it to the licensor it's stupid as shit. But did
More companies
Used
need
be,
to
did you
think
order
about
this?
doing weapons packs.
No, I did not order this. I thought about it, and maybe I will jump on the wait list. Is it waitlisted or is it still available?
Nope, it's still available.
Okay. Yeah, I might get this. I didn't realize that the Two-Face and all that didn't come with a gun, so I think I might have to get it now. Yeah, I know. I just kind of thought this was a pack for their, IP stuff, their skulls and all that stuff, which would also work, but usually they come with like a plethora of guns, so I didn't see the need for it. But yeah, this might be a good call for Two-Face and stuff like that. So yeah, I might pick it up. I haven't picked it up yet, but I think I might.
Yeah. What were you saying, Danny? Sorry.
No, I was just saying like all companies should do this. Like more accessory weapon packs.
Yeah, I think they also do like they've done like head packs and skull packs and things like that. It's really good for the community. I think it's kind of like
Yeah.
Mythic Legions almost in embracing the whole customizing. The Double Trouble pack, is that what we just covered?
It's what's on the screen right now.
Oh, yeah. It is in stock. They say it's in... Sorry. I was thinking of, like, the Batman double pack. It says it's in stock, like it's going to ship now, but I ordered mine and it hasn't shipped yet either. So they say you have 20 days, I think. They have 20 days to ship it out after they take your payment for the full item.
So what is that figure with the arc reactor?
The Krieg.
Craig,
The
yeah.
white Krieg figure
Oh,
from
okay.
their Emporium. I have that one too, and I really like it. Those Krieg are fun figures. But yeah, this one was pretty cool. I like that they do that to just give a big middle finger to Warner Bros. Okay, so finally, we're fucking getting in the goddamn toy releases, you motherfucker. Just kidding. So the first one is this is their Static 6 statue they tease. It'll be, I think, their second one they've teased of Pyramid Head, or they call him Pyramid Thing, from Silent Hill 2. And it was just a render. It's not painted or anything, but they just showed it off.
The last tease was Predator, right?
Correct. Oh yeah, so it'd be their third one. Sorry,
Yeah.
you're right. Conan.
No, well, I mean,
Predator.
you're right. The second tease, because they didn't. I don't know if they ever teased Conan. They just released him. So.
I think they did, but then they released him fairly quickly after that.
Oh, okay. This is
And
a cool
then-
line for me. I don't know.
What
I
is
really,
the-
the Static 6, because they're statues, and they killed it with the Conan. I kind of regret missing that one, and so I'm interested to see the Predator release. I don't really give a shit about Silent Hill 2, but it's cool that they're doing the line. So.
Yeah, I hope they keep doing it. I'm for sure getting the Predator one when they do that. But and then I can actually hop on one of those prestigious fucking statue shows and act like I'm amazing.
Talk
Not
shit
mine.
about all
Not
the
with
other
that
scales,
attitude.
bro.
Yeah, just talk shit
How dare
about
you.
action figures. Okay, and then the other one was
What
Robin.
a
This was
piece
probably
of
the
shit.
biggest one. They teased like a snapshot of Robin. I don't know if that was. It feels like years ago, but I don't think it was that long ago. Where it was just like
It was
him in the
last year.
background.
With
Was
wasn't it with the Robin signal or whatever that was
Yeah.
going around? Yeah.
Yep. So they
was
said he
that
was
was last
coming,
year.
and now we got a figure here, and I'll be honest, this looks fairly done. So I wouldn't be surprised if this goes up somewhat soon.
I heard people
But-
were upset that this was Damien.
Really? I've seen a lot of... I don't know. It feels like Robin is a no-win character. We don't have a Robin. People are like, give me a Damien. And then we get a Damien. And then people are like, give me a Dick or whatever.
Dick.
Wow, give me a dick. Clip
Clip
that.
that. Clip that. Clip.
I think everybody wants every Robin except for Tim Drake. He's the only one that's never in demand.
Tim Drake is actually pretty cool, I think, but that's just.
He's probably the smartest Robin. I'll say that.
He's definitely the smartest. I don't know. Dick is pretty smart.
I think Dick is overall the most well-rounded.
All right, that's enough dicks for tonight.
I think...
Wow, that's true.
I think this one was one of the better looking Robins and more satisfying Robins as far as like costume and things like that for me, because it almost seems to be closest to the animated series Robin. That's what I think of with Robin.
This looks straight out of the comic, from what I remember reading.
Yeah, there's usually one or two tweaks they'll do that'll be a little bit different from the comic to Mezco-fy it, but I think this one looks good. I hope they release them
Yeah,
soon.
definitely.
Everyone has been clamoring for one. They need one. And there's not a lot out there. But here we go. So this one is the Spider-Man tease that they did. And this would be their second Spider-Man. And so it's supposed to be a little bit comic-esque. They also tease Green Goblin in the background, which looks fucking awesome in my mind as far as kind of classic looking. His head kind of looks a little big in that angle, but you never know, obviously, with the angle, if it's that or anything like that. But these accessories with the pumpkin bombs and his flyer, it's perfect. We just said that too, not in I think our last show there, where if they did like Sinister Six or started doing Spider-Man villains, they could absolutely kill it. And I think this looks amazing. Their Spider-Man needed a redo so badly. He was kind of almost maroonish, like dark red compared to this. This is the one that everyone's been kind of wanting. I feel like not a lot of people have asked for. One of Seth. It's one of my buddies. I feel like not a lot of people have asked for this figure, but everyone's glad that we're getting it. You know what I mean? But Sean, what do you think, Mr. Marvel himself?
Yeah, I think it looks really good. I'm really liking the Spider-Man with the kind of like the half closed eyes and stuff, and with the I guess like the eyebrow area and stuff, and then the Goblin looks awesome. I really like it. I hope they put a little more detail into the glider, but I know it's kind of more comic-esque, so I'm not expecting it to be like super like inner mechanical looking. But those pumpkin bombs are cool, and I mean if this thing's gonna articulate like that, you're gonna have a lot of fun with it.
What are those funny looking gauntlets there? What's up with that?
So
Wait.
yeah, I didn't notice that until
Oh,
Foosh
the
pointed
plastic
it
ones?
out. Right? Yeah, you can kind
Yeah.
of see it in this picture. It could
Right.
be just some prototype bullshit, but it also could have something to do with his webs. I'm thinking. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of because I don't understand why it would be like that either. But
I think maybe they're trying to make it look more like a glove.
it could be. But there's no reason to have that break right here. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like where
Yeah.
it's at in the forearm. So
Like, you don't
I
see
think
it as much on the dynamic one.
yeah, that's why I'm saying it also could just be prototype bullshit to where it's not going to look that bad in the actual figure.
I mean, is it like a forearm rotation kind of thing they might be trying to go for, or like you're
Maybe.
talking about like the upper forearm, right?
Yeah, like right
Yeah.
here.
Good point.
And on the wall
That's a good
picture,
point.
right?
Yeah.
More articulation for
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Because
Not a bad
if
thing.
if you think about it, like a lot of the stuff is going to like bunch up, and it doesn't really turn that well like this way. At least for my Hot Toys one, for the Iron Spider, to have a pose like this where he's just kind of hanging out on the wall would be big.
Yeah. And I think before in the past they've came with like a clip stand thing that you could put, I can't remember if it was magnets where you clip around him and then it's like kind of Mafex how there's magnets in the fucking feet and shit like that will stick to metal. Whereas Mezco had like a stand that could hold them like that. And maybe they're just trying to do away with that. I don't know. We'll have to see here. Hopefully they come out with this one soon. Any of the big Spider-Man fans, let us know in the chat what you guys think. Seth, let us know what you think of these guys because he's a big Spider-Man fan. But
I
what
think
about
it's
you
awesome.
guys?
I think it's awesome. I have the original one, and I was just trying to get it, but I can't reach it. So I think it's awesome. They do really well with their Spider-Man figures. I think they're improving them kind of every time. The first one I got from them, I think, was the Miles Morales, and it was just all right. But these have been getting progressively better. So it's the only one where you can really get a cool black suit. They have a symbiote suit, with the material over it and stuff like that too. So they do really well. So you're not going to be sad if you get these at all. So 100%.
Yeah. That seems to be the consent. That's what, like, amongst other things, that was one of the big things that drove me to Mezco's. I was sick of wanting a Spider-Man and not really being able to pose him in crazy poses with Hot Toys, and I knew you could with Mezco, and yeah, they've done really well with him. Like the Homecoming and Far From Home Spider-Man figures are great ones. So yeah, Brenton, that's what we kind of been saying, and give us all the villains. I think they could really kill this one, but yeah, we'll have to see. I'm glad they're doing that. I'm guessing also they're gonna do like a deluxe version of it, or maybe a 2-pack with Green Goblin. I didn't even think about that, but like a deluxe version, I could see like what they've done with Wolverine, Superman, that they've kind of re-released and did a different type of release with it. It's still a different figure, but the same character. So here you go, Danny. So this one is the is this Storm Shadow?
Yeah, Stone Shadow.
Okay, I wasn't sure because if he had the camo or something like that. What'd you say, Eddie?
Yeah, he had a second outfit with the camo.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought there was a difference in
That was
Storm
when he
Shadow.
was
But
a
anyways,
big guy.
Yeah, right. Okay. So this one, they also teased just like a headshot of Storm Shadow from G.I. Joe. So there you go, Danny. What do you think of this guy?
Yeah. No, it looks good. It looks classic. Classic like the cartoon and the comic book from the 80s. I'm digging it so far. The only thing is they don't show the black belt that he has over his chest,
Oh, is that
because
a
you would
staple?
normally see it. Yeah, you would normally see it right there.
And that's like a staple of the character?
Yeah, well, it connects to his bow and his arrows in the back.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Useby,
But
what
so
do you
far,
think
the
of
sculpt
this?
looks good.
I like it. I mean, from this, just the preview, it looks good. I'm not actively collecting the GI Joe line, but it looks great. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I think they'll probably kill it. I mean, these are, like I think Danny or Eddie said earlier, if anyone's going to do a badass GI Joe figure, it's going to be Mezco, because they seem to have all the right parts for it and the right scale, and they have the sort of tailoring and then 1/12 line down to handle all these kind of intricate details for stuff like this and stuff like Destro, but then also like your standard kind of army man or whatever, your standard Joe. You'll be able to get some stuff out of that too. So glad that they're doing it for the GI Joe fans, because I know there's a ton of them out there, but just not for me.
Yeah, I like the resurgence. I think I'll probably get everything and sell the rest of the Hasbro stuff I have. But Sean, I kind of skipped you and Eddie. What do you think of this?
I think it looks cool. I never really had any huge attachment to GI Joe, so I don't have much to say. But when I watched the movie, I guess some more recent movies, like when the first one came out, I really enjoyed Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow and stuff. Those were kind of my two standouts for the film and stuff. So, I mean, I'd like to see more pictures before I say anything else.
Danny. Eddie, what do you think of this guy, or them teasing, I guess overall, the G.I. Joe line?
Yeah, I'm not like a classic G.I. Joe fan. I like The Rise of Cobra, the first movie that came out in 2009. That was I really liked that movie, and then the second one sucked. But I loved Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes in that movie, but it's cool. I mean, it's a cool ninja figure. The kind of cool thing about Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes is you can use them for anything. They don't have to be G.I. Joe.
Yes, that's what I like about G.I. Joe overall, is you can really have army type figures if you want them to be just that. They don't have to be G.I. Joes.
They would look cool with Gomez stuff.
Yeah.
They would look really cool with Gomez stuff.
Be really cool.
The Ninja Gomez.
That'd be a cool crossover.
Yeah.
I mean,
Danny,
they knocked
do you-
out Snake Eyes, so I have no doubt they're gonna knock out Storm Shadow.
Danny, do you think, because you're a big fan, do you think that they'll what was I gonna ask? Another one of my buddies, Matt, just messaged the Baroness. Definitely stood out to me in the first movie. But Danny, do you collect anything G.I.
Wait,
Joe?
say it again.
I was waiting for you to say something. Only Sean laughed, and you
Baroness?
just
Yes.
Baroness? Is that a
Wait, I didn't even catch that.
Throwback to the
no one
Hasbro
said
Con.
anything. Sean just started smiling and shaking his head. I'm like, oh, I guess no one's gonna say anything.
God,
I
man.
missed it completely.
Oh, you hate to see it. It took me a second too.
Don't
Danny.
be
It
a
took me-
Baroness.
dumbass.
I do. I only collect the old 1/6 sideshow figures.
You do?
And then
You
I had
have
the
those?
original ones. Yeah, I do. I have I got Storm Shadow, Firefly, Baroness, Cobra Viper.
You
I
almost
got a
said it
second-
right.
I got a second
idiot.
Storm Shadow, when he's a good guy. And I have a Snake Eyes. And I have the Snake Eyes Hot Toys from the movie.
God damn it,
So
Dave.
those are the only versions I have.
You have the Hot
Oh.
Toy, the Snake Eyes?
Yeah. I think it's
I
from the
always
first
wanted that
movie, or
one,
is it
man.
the second movie?
Yeah. No, it might be the second movie actually.
I think it might
I
be
don't
the
remember.
second movie.
And
Yeah.
that's how we get them buying Hot Toys again.
Yeah, it's the second movie. Fuck you. It's the second movie because they did what's his name? Bruce Willis too.
Yeah,
Right.
I bought the Bruce Willis, but I
Yeah.
parted him out for Punisher weapons. Like I bought it, like it was super cheap. I got it for like $60.
Yeah, no one.
The whole
wanted
set,
that
brand
figure.
new, and I just took
Wow.
all the weapons and used that for my Punisher.
Oh, cool.
Didn't they start a new comic book line, Danny? Did you get into that at all?
I did not. I don't think it's Marvel anymore. I think it's IDW, I believe, but I haven't gotten into the new stuff. The last stuff I read was when Image had it, which was maybe 10 years ago, 10 or 15 years ago.
Cheers, Matt. Yeah, I saw them in the comic book shop
Cheers,
when I was
Baronis.
there. When I was there a while ago, and I was talking to one of the workers there, and he said the G.I. Joe comic book line that they had started up, it was right around like the heat of Hasbro releasing the classified series. So it was
Yeah.
probably a year or two ago, and he said it was pretty hot for a comic book line. So it was good to see
The Snake
kind of
Eyes one, too.
resurgence.
Yeah. I do
Maybe
buy
that's what I'm thinking of.
I do buy Baroness covers because I like Baroness, but I haven't read the books.
Dude, they
Gotcha.
picked.
But I heard what's his name, the original writer Larry Hama, he's involved, I think, in the new IDW stuff, and he was the one that
Joe-
wrote the original Marvel versions.
Joey
We're
says, I
talking
have the sideshow, Storm Shadow, and Snake Eyes need to swap bodies, though. Need to get Hot Toys, definitely second movie. Also have Thousand Toys Robo versions of the two characters.
Scarlet from that movie with Baroness was also pretty fucking hot. But
Yeah,
since we're talking about it, did you guys see the Snake Eyes, the new movie?
I
Not
have
yet.
No, I have not.
Don't waste your time.
It's that
Dude,
bad,
that's what-
huh?
It's
I was
horrible.
afraid it was.
God, it's
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of tell from the trailer it wasn't going to be top notch anything.
Did you see
I'm
it?
still
Yusby?
waiting.
at all.
Is it gonna show up on anything free, like any streaming sites?
I feel
Yeah.
like it should already be. Dude, it's been out forever, so I don't know why it
Useby,
wouldn't
did
be.
you see it?
God, no, I did not. I'll see it like if I'm like thumbing through channels or something like that one day and it's on. I'm like drunk or something. I'll be like,
Wow.
fuck it, whatever. But no, I've
Yeah, I
never
heard it
sought
would.
out.
It didn't do well, and then I was like, okay, I'll just wait till it's free on streaming.
Echo
It
says
still hasn't
Snake
showed
Eyes
up.
is straight up the trap. Is Matt
He
said
kind of-
agreed trash.
Kind of is.
Storm Shadow is
really?
the true
Damn.
hero. What the
Yep.
fuck?
It,
That's all messed up.
yeah, it's weird.
Anyways, okay, so this is Useby's jam. So they also teased they teased this a while ago as well, but now they actually showed the figures, the TMNT Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles line for their 1/12 scale. These are interesting, like different than anything else. And I know none of us are huge TMNT guys on the panel here, but
Well,
Useby, you were kind of
it
talking
easy.
about this.
Yeah, this is my fucking jam, dude. I definitely got a boner over these. I have all the NECA figures. I have all the Super 7 figures. I have a big collection of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles stuff. I have a lot of hats. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They were
You have the subscription box stuff too?
yeah, I have all that stuff too.
Look at this guy.
Love it. I like that these are different in that they are kind of reminiscent of Mirage Turtles a little bit. But they have some take some stuff from like the animated series, some stuff from the movies, whatever. But I kind of see more Mirage than anything in them. I think they are dope. I can't wait to have Mezco do this. I know Mezco is typically a soft goods company, and obviously Turtles in a hard shell. It's going to be kind of different for them to do this, but I mean, there's the leather and bandanas and all that stuff that they can do in soft goods that they can knock out of the park. So, yeah, this is beyond dope. This is a day one pre-order. As soon as it goes up, I want these. I'm gonna get these. These are awesome. So I hope they come in a 4-pack, so I don't have to like wait over and over and over to get all 4. I want a 4-pack and just do it like that. So
That
yeah.
would be nice, yeah.
So we'll kind of go back around. Sean, what do you think of these?
My question was, what kind of material do you think their turtle skin would be? And Usby kind of touched on that. So, I mean, I think these look cool. Grew up on the Turtles, not necessarily Nickelodeon. Even my mom called me out on it the other day. She was like, "You grew up with the Turtles, and that's what you loved." And stuff, but just kind of grew away from them after a while and stuff. So, but I think these look really cool. Like, I like how they're starting to do, I guess, more teams. I guess, like, you know, we had the FF and stuff, and now we're getting something like this. So, I think it's cool. I think the accessories are going to be huge for this, though. You know, making sure that they get all the good stuff on them.
Wow, you got Super 7 too.
That was Super 7, Sean, that you just showed?
Oh,
Usby?
Yeah, this is Leonardo.
Nice. What do you think? So your thoughts. You have both Super 7 and Super 7 stuff and the NECA stuff. What do you like more?
I would say I'm probably more of a fan of the NECA. As a whole line, I'm more of a fan of the NECA because they have fucking everything. They've made like damn near every, you know, I think they're down to like Luke and some just random, just random characters from the cartoon series that they're making now. So I like that they are just all in on the line, so you can get whatever you want. Like, it's getting like so obscure now that I'm trailing off on what I on what I buy, because like I just either don't remember the characters, or it's just I don't need them in the collection.
I've heard that before pretty commonly.
Yeah. So as far as a quality of the figures, I think Super 7 wins. I mean, they're more, you know, they're almost double the price. But as far as like the quality of them and stuff like that, I haven't had any QC issues on mine. But yeah, the quality of them, you could tell is a step above. So, yeah.
What's the articulation like?
I don't articulate them much, so I don't know. NECAs are notorious for, you have to heat up the joints and get them moving before you do anything on them. Super 7, I haven't posed them much, so I don't know, but I can certainly do that because I've just recently started to get them in. So yeah, that's true. Super 7 are recreations of the Playmates line, only better. I would agree with that. So both are good. I mean, they're, you know, the standard kind of pin joint, you know, type deal, so you get some articulation out of there. You know, the shells and stuff like that get in the way sometimes, but yeah, other than that, you really can't go wrong with either one. You just kind of go for whatever looks the best or has the most things that you want, and go from there. NECA obviously was the first, you know. Super 7 came along afterwards, so they had a head start, but can't really go wrong with either one, you know, whatever you want.
They saw how it blew up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eddie, what do you think of these?
I think these are really cool. I think it's cool that Mezco is branching out and doing other IPs. I think that's good for them to grow. Because I feel like they've kind of done the same stuff for a while, so it's cool to see them getting like some more niche or you know, maybe not. It's just not Marvel and DC and like their main stuff, you know. So that's
I'll
cool
say
to see.
outside of Batman, they're very diverse, but Batman really kind of convolutes things and makes them look like they're centered.
I don't think
Because
they're
they
that
are
diverse.
like,
I don't think they
well,
started being diverse until they did the Gomez stuff, which is like their own
Yeah.
stuff.
kind of, but they've also done like Solomon Kane, the Crow. They're doing like Pyramid Head from Silent. They're Predator, Alien.
That's all like this year though, right? Like that's not stuff that like this year, last year. I'm saying now it's cool to see that they're being more diverse now, because that was not the case like 2 or 3 years ago, I don't think.
True. Years ago they were pretty Marvel DC heavy, I feel like, but in my opinion, they're doing it how Hot Toys should, where they're using that money that they've gotten from blowing up from Mezco and DC,
yeah,
or
the Gomez
DC and Marvel,
stuff too.
and doing their own IPs and then doing all these off ones. And the one thing that I liked with Marvel is that they did obscure characters that you'd never seen anywhere else, like a Moon Knight, or like and now they're starting to blow up in movies. The other,
I feel like some of that is your hype for the company, but I will allow you to have that opinion, sir.
No one even knew who the fuck Moon Knight was when they made that figure, because that was like 3 years ago, before the show was even a thing. Like, no one knew who the fuck Moon Knight was. I remember in the chat, like, there's not many people who were able to talk about it.
Yeah,
And then
it's true.
And then, like I said, the other one that I always talk about was the Dr. Fate. Dr. Fate was another one that was pretty obscure, and a lot of people are like, who the fuck is that? And now he's in Black Adam, and everyone knows who it is. Maybe they're just kind of ahead of the game, maybe, with that sort of thing, but you're right. They did start very heavy with Marvel and DC, so I'm just glad that, like you said, they are using that to branch out to other licenses.
And I think another like good thing to point out to them is they could have easily done one turtle figure and made them all the same and just changed the color of the bandanas, and they're
didn't
all
even
different paint.
Think about that.
They're all different sculpt, at least on the heads anyway. I don't know. You can't see, like, it's a little dark to tell if all the body sculpt is different on all of them. But actually, it might be, because looking at it, Raphael and Michelangelo's chests look a little different to me. So, I don't know. Maybe they are all, like, different sculpts, but I think they could have easily,
That'd be cool if they
just
were.
copied the same one 4 times, so.
You know what would be cool is if they added an extra head sculpt for them that all had the red bandana from like the original.
That's what I
You
was
know,
thinking.
that would be a good nod
Yeah.
nod to the originals, because I think you're right there. It's very reminiscent of the Mirage stuff.
It's,
Does Mezco
Go ahead, Dan.
do whatchamacallit? Not reissues, but variants, I guess, later on?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah, they do.
Then you know they're gonna do the red ones later, probably.
They used to do previews exclusives, and they kind of went away from them. But yeah, Eddie, you were talking about the headband thing too at the beginning, like before we went live. With
Yeah, it seemed
all
like
red.
it seemed like they picked multiple different things from different versions of the turtles and put them all in one. Like, it looks like the Mirage Turtles, but it's got the different bandanas. I don't know if the Mirage Turtles were all different shades of green either. I thought that was just a movie thing, but I don't know. You know that, You'd Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I could have swore that the different shades of green was something that they did in the movie. Or
That's what I was
or,
just
like-
gonna say. If they're all red, how did you tell any of them apart?
No, well, in the original comics, it was all black and white. There was
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
color at all.
How did you tell them who was who then?
It's just the weapons and their
Yeah.
attitude
yeah, the weapons.
or the character,
yeah.
with the way they're written, I guess.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
But
You know,
I would love to see how far down this line they go, because I would love to see Splinter, like them do a Splinter. It'd be
Shredder, the
interesting to
Foot
see.
Clan.
Shredder, yeah.
April.
Foot Clan,
Everybody
dude,
could.
they'd make
Oh,
bank
Casey?
on a Foot Clan.
Casey
Casey
Jones,
Jones.
dude. Casey Jones would be fucking next level.
Dude,
There's another-
You give them
That
like
would be
every freaking sports equipment
Yeah.
as a weapon.
And that's another
That's perfect.
Raphael variant they're gonna do. Is they're gonna do Raph in the
Disguise.
cloak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Did you guys mention about the bandana look?
Yeah.
With
they
the
can do
red?
like
Like
yeah,
if
it
they're
covers
all
their
red.
whole head. It's like the dome.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah, so they can do that look.
They
with
could do a
their-
Ronin.
That Ronin could be sick. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, usually they're good for 3 variants. They're good for, this is the standard one, then they'll do an exclusive, and then they'll do a PX, and then that will be kind of the 3 that they do. And you said they're kind of moving away from PXs. I don't know. But yeah, usually you get 3 versions of a character. For a
would
set
be-
like this, I don't know, maybe not, but yeah.
It would be cool to see them all 4, like you said. I wish they'd do it that way, but I feel like after the Ghostbusters, they stopped wanting to do sets because of like that one not selling that well, right? It's like it's
You don't think that's a hard sell though?
They've
to do all
been
4. What do you mean?
like
Sean?
I guess I don't know. Like I'm not the. I've watched Ghostbusters and it's a good movie and all
Oh,
that.
so you're saying it didn't do well because of the IP, not because of the
right
fact that it's a 4-pack?
because like
Could be.
I would, and maybe this is just the Marvel bias to me, but I feel like the FF is going to do really well, and
Yeah.
I could see this doing really well.
Yeah, me
with
too.
especially classic turtles. I was also going to say how these head sculpts that they're showing, they also kind of look like those classic Mean Muggin turtles from the classics. Like that first Turtles run that they came out with. Right before they had to do like the Toon Turtle kind of guys.
Yeah, like the original like Playmates ones or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
I'm always confused on how they got the license and how and why. Like, it's awesome they have it. I'm glad that they're doing it. But there's so many turtles out there that I'm surprised that they're hopefully gonna, or that they are gonna do this. Most likely, Mezco doesn't really pull the Hot Toys and tease things they don't release, so we're going to get this at some point.
I was thinking about that. Like, a couple things, come to mind. Like, maybe that's the reason why they're kind of an amalgamation of all the stuff, because NECA obviously has sort of the 12th scale or 7-inch, whatever you want to call it. For Mirage, they have it for the movie and they have it for the animated line. So maybe that's kind of why they're doing their kind of own, amalgamation of all of them together. Would be my guess, I guess, whatever. Or the second one is maybe Eastman and Nickelodeon just don't give a shit, and they're gonna like just make as much money as
give
they
me
can,
all the money.
Well, if
Yeah.
NECA has those, maybe that's why they make it a point to put the big Nickelodeon thing on there. Maybe their license is dependent on it being Nickelodeon or something.
Very possible.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, it's very possible. And like Super 7 NECA is technically 7-inch, so that could be a differentiator. And then that they're both different, Super 7's based off of toys, NECA's based off of video game shows, movies, whatever. And then NECA is, maybe something different. Or even, like we heard from Chronicle when we talked to Amy, that it could even be something different, like, it could be even different price points. Like, you could have a same, like, high-end and low-end type figure, and that could make a difference. But yeah, it's interesting, and I would say, like, kind of going back to the 4-pack talk. Yeah, like someone posted in the chat, obviously, of doing Fantastic Four. From the Snyder Cut, they're doing like a 3-pack of Batman, Flash, and Superman. And then they've done
Wonder Woman?
no, they're done a plethora of 2-packs they're still doing 2-packs. They've done all kinds of them. So I don't know if they're going away from them per se, Eddie, but they for sure are a harder sell no matter what. Anytime you have a bigger chunk of things, that's gonna raise. But Joey asked, they've never done bases before, right? They always have bases, and I like their base/stand combos that they usually do, but I don't know. Oh, diorama base. Yes, 2 of them. 2 of their most recent ones, Wolverine and Superman Deluxe, are both diorama bases. So they're starting to kind of dabble into that. But yeah, it'll be interesting. Good talk. It's interesting to hear everyone's kind of feedback with it all. And yeah, Ronin, that'd be awesome if they would do Ronin. I would probably get that, and I'm not a TMNT guy by any means. I only knew them from friends' house growing up and like playing with their toys. But okay, so we'll fly through some of these. If one of you guys want to say something, just interrupt me. But we got the Crow 5 points. They obviously are doing the 1/12 line, or have done it in 1/12 scale. The 5 points. This figure looks amazing for being 3 3/4 inch, 5 points of articulation. In my opinion, I think this looks great. Like that, the fact that you can do that pose in just a static pose is fantastic in my opinion. And then another one they teased was the 5 points Scooby-Doo pack. So it's a deluxe set, including a Haunted Mansion playset, 9 figures, which include like the 5 of the main bunch, and then 4 other monsters, and then the mystery machine, bunch of accessories, all of that. I've heard a lot of people say this is a must buy for them. I don't
love this.
I watch this all the time, but yeah, Sean, would you?
This was my wake up on a Saturday morning, and turn the TV on, and it was just on. I loved Scooby-Doo. With the mansion and the mystery machine and the whole group, I think it'd be a really, really cool play set. I'm excited for this. I want to see more, just a little bit more, maybe an extra monster or so before I'm like, this is a must buy for me. But I think this is really cool that they're doing this.
Do they need Scrappy?
Oh, Scrappy would be awesome.
Yeah, he's small.
That would do it. That would do it.
Yeah, I'm not sure I would get this for myself, but my son is like, he's always loved Scooby-Doo. He watches that. That's what he watches, like you said, on Saturday morning and stuff like that. But yeah, I think this is cool. Do they have a price on it yet? Or no, obviously it's a Toy Fair reveal. They don't have it yet.
Preview.
Yeah, we'll see how much it costs. Might be something I pick up for the kids and stuff like that, because I know he loves Scooby-Doo, and I'll probably get a little bit for myself too. But I like that it does come with a playset with it, with the villains and stuff like that too. So you be sure as shit better be able to remove their hoods to reveal some faces underneath that.
Exactly.
Or else what's the point? So.
And on the haunted house, having some trap doors or like a bookcase that opens or something like that.
Yeah.
Dude, the mystery machine, that looks amazing.
Yeah.
That's a selling point for me.
This would just be cool just to have like on its own shelf, top shelf, like on a little, like a 4-cube shelf thing, and just have it right there on the top, kind of just all of them doing their thing. Scooby and Shaggy going off doing something, looking all scared, and then the other one's kind of running off.
Eddie, what do you think of this?
It's cool. I grew up with Scooby-Doo, so I love Scooby-Doo, but I'm not a big 5 Points fan at all. So it's cool to see like Scooby-Doo stuff, but I don't care for 5 Point stuff.
Yeah, pretty much the only 5 Point stuff I have is the stuff that comes in like their summer convention exclusive boxes and stuff like that. So I have like 4 or 5 of them, but they're just random stuff.
Badfish is asking, are these going to be widely available, or how does Mezco do the 5 POA stuff?
Almost always widely available. Every once in a while they'll do exclusives, but it's pretty rare. It's most likely going to be widely available, so shouldn't be an issue getting. And Eddie, you said you hate 5 POA shit, but you just showed us 2 new ones that you got in. Aren't those 5 POA?
No.
Those are TVC, bro.
But the vintage collection is very articulated, and I don't take them out of the damn card anyway.
That's true. I guess they do have
Smartass.
elbow joints, don't they?
Yeah, they have elbow joints. They have knee joints. They have this fucking
All right,
guy.
All right, just checking.
I didn't, and I told you I forgot I had this on order. I would have canceled it, I think, but
That.
You remember how I had that second one, Dylan? It's not available anymore.
Fuck. God damn it.
That could be the issue with this, is that like looking a little bit closer at like Shaggy and Scooby, just kind of plain face, I would have wanted more of like a scared Shaggy and Scooby. Maybe a more like what's the word, like thoughtful Velma, kind of thing.
Wait a minute, motherfucker. Like, you gotta tell me what a thoughtful skill.
Like, how she's always thinking,
facial expression looks like.
But she's like
she's always
thinking, like she's thinking and like analyzing. Like I couldn't.
Velma's looking like a motherfucking thought. He said,
"Do the face. Do the face that you wish he was doing on."
No.
God damn it, Sean.
Sean just wants
inquisitive.
His thoughts.
Are you insinuating that she doesn't fucking think? Otherwise,
Shawnee looking like a thought.
Wow.
God damn.
Yeah, it's I think this will be cool. When you start talking 1/12 scale, Sean, that's probably when you'll start to see these. With when they're 3 3/4 inch, 5
getting
POA
clipped.
like this, it's gonna be pretty. It's gonna be pretty limited with things, and the paint is one of your big things, and that's something they do well. But okay, and this one was probably the biggest, one of the biggest, if not the biggest, tease that they had from the Batman movie, which Eddie, you have seen. I am going to see it tomorrow night with two of the guys actually that just that commented earlier. I'm going with Seth and Matt, so pretty
Nice.
jacked about that. But yeah, I'm so excited for this. People ripping apart the face, it's fine. I don't give a shit. That's not at all what I'm focused on. When I look at a Batman figure, I'm not looking at the bottom half of the cowl.
Actually-
I'm looking at the suit.
It's how he looks in the movie. So the cowl looks bigger than like the open part. So at least on the left anyway. Like how it looks on the left, that's how he looked in the movie. 100%. So
Yeah,
I don't see the hate for this. I think this looks fucking awesome. So
I do too.
Yeah.
Sean, what do you think?
I think it looks really cool. I was talking to Manny the other day, and I was like, this I might go see this Batman. It's the storyline that they're saying it's coming from. I've always wanted to read it, never did. So I'm interested. I think it's gonna be good. Eddie, without revealing anything, overall feelings, you think it's good? Nah, what?
do you guys want me to say? Do you want a number or do you? It's good. I'll say that because
That's
it
all I
is
wanted.
good. Okay, it is.
It's
good.
a good watch.
Out of 10,
It's a
what
good
would you
watch.
say, Eddie?
Okay, out of 10, 7.
Wow,
That's my
great.
initial gut. But
Would you want to see it again?
oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
So does it have it has growing room? You think? Like after watching,
It's
the
a
second
very
time?
complex movie, so I don't think you can even give it a. I don't even think you can give it a good like review or like a good. You can't. First of all, I don't like to like have an opinion about a movie until I've seen it multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I feel
Same.
like you always get stuff the next time. So
I agree.
there's that, but then this is like it's a very intricate story and a lot's happening. So yeah, it's definitely something you're gonna want to watch twice. I want to see it multiple times in the theater. It's a good movie to watch in the theater too. So if people are like, oh, I don't know, don't wait to watch it at home, unless you got like a 4K theater room or something. Like it needs the music is intense, and I saw it in IMAX, and I feel like that like
well, that
it
makes a
helped it a lot.
difference. Yeah,
Yeah,
IMAX
that was
is
like
insane.
the music is really good.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm pretty fucking jacked about it, obviously. But Danny, what do you think of this tease?
Looks pretty good from what we see. I still need to see the movie, so I can't really say that I love it, but design wise, it looks good, I think.
And Sean, you're pretty much getting this with me, right?
Yeah, I'll be getting this one for
Okay.
sure.
Yeah, and I think Joey said he'd be interested in this. Batman would love a 12 scale Batmobile as well. That was something I actually mentioned about Jazz Inks. I would. Matt, is it as good as Christopher Nolan? No. He is a big Christopher Nolan fanboy, so he'll. You don't think it's as good as Dark Knight?
No, but it's I don't know. It's I feel like he took a lot of inspiration from those films when he made this. So
Eddie, hard to please Mendez.
Good.
no, I don't want to talk about it that much because I don't.
No,
want
that's
people
fair.
to, like,
That's okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
No.
That's very
I'm not
fair.
hard to please, dude. I love Batman forever.
Yeah, that's true.
Touche. Fucking touche, dude.
I read a thing on one of the stupid like movie facts pages I follow on Instagram about what's the one with Mr. Freeze.
That's Batman and Robin.
Yeah, Batman and Robin. That was one of the ones I really liked as a kid. But it says they said Mr. Freeze says 27 ice puns throughout Batman and Robin. I thought that was fucking hilarious.
I love that guy.
They marketed the hell out of that movie.
Yeah.
You know, like what was it, Burger King that had the little toys for him or something like that.
cups?
McDonald's, Burger King.
Didn't they
I
have
don't
The
remember
cups,
that,
those
but-
McDonald's.
Yeah.
I have them. I still have the.
Can I have them?
No.
Bastard.
Matt said it's the nipples, isn't it, Eddie?
Yep.
It might
definitely
be,
is.
actually.
That's why he had
but-
the nipples, because Freeze.
Yeah. I'm really excited about this. I think we will get a Batmobile. Whether like Mezco does it, which I think is more doubtful, but I think there's a very good chance we get the 112 scale version from Jazz Inc. Speaking of which, I still have the fucking tab open right now for the Jazz Inc. BVS Batmobile,
Dude,
and I want it
make
so
sure
bad.
Oh,
Your,
you're talking about the
address isn't
BVS?
shown.
They've already teased a 1/6 from this.
Yeah,
They're already working on this one.
but he mentioned a 112, so I would assume that I would hope that they would do a 112 one.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know
'Cause
how it's doing for Jazz
he's-
Inc. right now.
He's working on a way for it to actually have like the thruster effect. I don't know if that'll be for 112 too, but I saw that in his video and I was like, holy shit.
That would be awesome.
Wow.
So cool.
Hell
All right.
yeah.
Well, moving on here, Sean, I'll let you take over.
Yeah, so Mafex announced their Avengers Infinity Wars Mafex number 178 Iron Man Mark 50 for $189.99 on BBTS with a
Goddamn.
with $19.99 or $19.99 NRD due out in December. I have a little bit of a rant with this because I like the way it looks. I think it's going to be better than both of the versions that SH did. The number of accessories you're getting with it look a lot cooler, things like that. But this thing is just so late. It's so late. Like I am way, way past Infinity War. You know, definitely wasn't my favorite suit, so maybe that's part of it. But I think the accessories look good. You get a really cool looking shield, a more accurate looking shield, I think. But what do you guys think?
I like it. And I think it is late. But the whole line is late.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, I prefer Mafex over SHF. So, if I was gonna get them, I would get the Mafex. So, I think that's why I don't care that it's late because I'd still rather them do it. I think the accessories are insane. It's already you had to get 3 versions of this with SHF to get all these accessories.
right.
So,
And I think buy a like an accessory pack or something like that.
yeah. So,
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I think this thing looks amazing. I think the color on the suit is going to be more accurate and stuff. But I mean, what was it? Mid last year they announced the Loki from Infinity War, right?
yeah,
Somewhere around there.
yeah.
That was cool, but I mean, what else are they going to do? Did they do I don't remember. Did they do a Cap?
Yeah, they did Cap, they did Thor, they did Doctor Strange. Yeah,
Did they?
I think they did Doctor Strange.
They did a Doctor Strange. I can't remember if it was Infinity War or not because I
Yeah.
remember talking about if it's
Yeah.
going to be better than SH.
I think it is Infinity War. Because they're working on that whole line right now. So
Yeah.
yeah, they've done a couple so far. But the worst thing about it is the price. It is that's overpriced, man. This is almost the same price as a third party 1/6 figure. It's creeping into the price after tax and shipping. It probably will be over 200. So it's like that's too much for this.
So I agree with you, Eddie. I'm playing devil's advocate here. With what it all comes with, though, that is the most we've ever seen with an Infinity War figure or Infinity War Iron Man. like amongst
Right.
these. Like with Hot Toys, we had to buy an accessory set. SH Figure Arts, like you said, was split between 3 different figures, which probably got close to equating to the same price when it was all said and done. What would have you thought would have been fair price wise?
It should be over 100, but I don't know if it should be that close to 200. Because they're
I would
already
be okay with
overpriced, right?
150.
They're maybe under 150, maybe 130 would feel
Be-
better. The
I
problem
mean-
is we already naturally think $100 is the normal for them, when 100 is too expensive for their normal stuff. So it's like,
Correct. Yeah.
if you think of this as a 7-inch highly accessorized figure, it should be like 100 to $120. But because we see their normal as 100 already, we feel like it should be closer to 130 or 150. It's like a mind fuck, you know?
Well, and wasn't the Captain Marvel like 130, right?
Which Captain Marvel?
Didn't they
Have they
just-
done one?
They
I
I don't
mean-
think
announced-
they've done a Captain
or-
Marvel yet.
I mean,
America,
I think
maybe?
you might be thinking of like an exclusive or something. I
Right.
don't know. I don't know what you're thinking of, but yeah, this is by far and away, I think. Yeah, so you can find Infinity War Cap is 150 right now in stock on BBTS that you can buy of theirs, but yeah, I don't know. Danny, what do you think of this? Danny, what do you think of this? Go ahead, Sean.
Too much, way too much. I think at one point I had one of the SH Figure Arts and I sold it. And yeah, it's just these are cool. They're overpriced at $100. But I mean, it does come with a whole heck of a lot of accessories. But yeah, like Sean was saying, it's when did Infinity War come out? Like almost 3-4 years ago now. So yeah, it's yeah, no, too little. I mean, it's not too little, too late. It's a ton, but it's just a little bit too late. And I think everybody's kind of moved on to, the in-game figures, because I think they've put out in-game figures already. And just, yeah, I think it's good for those people who absolutely love the Mark 50 and wanted every bit of accessories for them in one-stop shop, sure, but yeah, not for $180 for sure.
And I know a lot of people who have like their Infinity War on their top 3 list of movies for the MCU and stuff, and I definitely get it. Again, I just think it's a little too late with all the renditions that they've already come out with. If you've sat on it this long, that's great. Pick it up if you want to spend $200, but yeah, getting into that basic Hot Toys range, it's a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, someone said in the chat that you can pick up a Hot Toy for 250, 280. Very true, but like I said, this is going to be complete. Like if you'll get all of these accessories with Hot Toys with that accessory pack, and then after that, you're well into the
And to be
300.
another devil advocate like Dylan, what a prick he is, you're not getting an Iron Man with this many accessories for 250 to 280. So
That's true.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure this has diecast in it. But again, with Mafex,
Really?
when it
I don't know if it does that. I don't think Mafex has ever done any diecast stuff.
I think on the most recent ones they have that we've talked about, because
Oh.
like that classic looking Iron Man did.
Mafex hasn't done a classic Iron Man.
If they're gonna do this, they should
Yeah,
do
they-
it Thanos.
You're thinking
I'll-
of something else, Dylan.
No, I'll have to send it to you. It's like a classic looking Iron Man that Mafex. We covered it.
You're
but-
a liar.
Anyways, in Hobby Link Japan, like I would, or with Mafex overall, I would order from somewhere like Hobby Link Japan, Plaza Japan, whatever, like
Yeah.
somewhere overseas. I wouldn't, with
Yeah.
Mafex, look at BBTS right away to order things. It's always going to be a little bit more expensive there. But
You can get them cheap. Well, you used to be able to get them like on the resale cheaper, and like even on Amazon and stuff too. But I don't know. I don't know if that's the case anymore because they've been doing better. So I feel like they sell out faster now. I don't know.
they do. They're really hard. It seems like it's almost the case of instantly when they um, almost as soon as they release, like after out of pre-order and start getting in people's hands, they sell out like almost instantly. Kind of like what's happening with Mezco later, but that's the most plastic. Who are you, John?
I know. I was gonna say that too. John, man.
But yeah,
It's a 3-letter name. It runs in the. It's a coincidence.
So the next thing Mafex announced was their X-Men Mafex number 177 Storm comic version for $104.99, due out in December 2022. I love this. I'm not even a huge X-Men fan, and I think this looks really cool. I'm interested in seeing how these caped wings are going to work out. But I think she looks really good. I want to see a little bit more, but yeah. I think for an X-Men figure, Danny, what do you think?
Dude, this is the figure I've been looking for. But I don't know, man. I'm still not in. I'm not still 100% in on the big ticket price for these Japanese import ones.
Danny,
Like,
are you a white suit or a black suit guy? Like, where do you fall on
white
that
suits-
argument?
the white suit is the original I always see, but I prefer the look of the black suit visually.
I didn't know
sense.
that was that was even a
No,
thing
because
until
I guess like till Foosh said it.
something.
Yeah, I guess like back in the comics, they didn't know if it was a white or black suit because of the way the
Technically,
shading
it's
was.
supposed to be. It's actually silver. It's like a shimmery silver.
Oh, I see.
So like they did it black, trying to make it look, with the weird lines to make it look like it's
Yeah, the
kind of like a
highlights
shimmery.
and stuff.
But people think it's just black. Like people thought it was black in general.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's interesting.
But for the animated, white was always the original.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, aren't those wings that she has like a fire hazard? She's like, I mean, there's lightning going on everywhere,
there's
and
a
she's got
tornado
these
hazard.
freaking. Yeah, there's a lot of hazards with this. This doesn't
Hey,
make
man.
sense.
It looks cool. But yeah,
Yeah.
it looks amazing.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm very tempted. I'm always tempted to get into the is it Mafex or Mafex?
however you
Apparently
want, Danny.
Mafex, but
Mafex.
people say it
I'll
all
say
different kinds of
Mafex,
ways.
One of the facts is.
I have.
But
They're great figures, Danny. I always get them from Hobby League Japan because they're like $80, I think.
yeah,
And I have
Yes.
the Cyclops, the Jean Grey, the Gambit, and both the Wolverines. And I think I might have the Magneto. I can't remember. It's been a minute.
If you ever want to sell any of them, fucking let me know.
Those would be. I have the Hasbro Sentinel now, so now I have some stuff to pose them with. So, but they're great. I mean, they're well built. They're well put together. Definitely, they're expensive, but I mean, the Marvel Legends are almost $30 now. So, I mean, 3 times the price of a Marvel Legends. I don't know. I think they're much better quality. So you won't go wrong with them.
but do you think it's 3 times better quality?
I mean, that's gonna be up to you, man. Like the joints you can tell are higher quality.
Yeah.
The materials
look
that they use are better. Paint apps are better. It's overall better. But whether that extra $60 is worth it, that's something you have to just order one and ask yourself. But I think you can't go wrong with these for sure.
The joints are definitely look. How would you say? Like they're hidden better, or they blend in
Yeah.
better than the Marvel Legends.
I've always said like the paint, the like joints and articulation, everything like that is always immensely better than Marvel Legends. The thing that Mafex always has lost me on is QC. They're some of the biggest issued figures from a company for high end that I've collected, that I've had for QC issues, like whether it's joints popping out way too easily, or maybe things having issues like with that first Batman, Hush Blue Batman that they did, where his like cape was popping out of his headpiece. It just really depends with them, and if they figure that out, or if you get one that doesn't have that issue, it's fantastic. And I would say, they're definitely in the $70 to $100 range is worth their price, but they don't ever come with a shit ton of accessories outside of that Iron Man. And yeah, the one thing that you got to give them though is how complete they make lines. And they like when Storm is done here, we're gonna have a hell of an X-Men line from them, and that's where I didn't really do well with it at all. I didn't want to get into it because I'm like, hey, it's another X-Men line. Like, not a big fan. Whatever. I'll just continue on with Mezco's. Well, Mezco kind of stopped at like some of the main ones. They just stopped with Wolverine, Gambit, and Cyclops and Magneto, and they didn't really continue on from there. And now I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Now I want Mafex, but all of them are sold out and super expensive.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, it's I envy you, Sean. There, I wish I would have kept going with it, but that's the one thing you got to give them. Same with the Hush line, right? They've done really well there. But
Dude,
what'd you say, Danny?
that was the one that super got me tempted to buy them, but it was always that price tag. I think if it was like 50 to 60, I would jump in more. Like that would entice me more. But
Still
the fact
less
that it's
than
over 70, it's like
Just
oh,
sell
That
one
was the same
statue.
issue with prostitutes.
Jesus.
dude. But then that's the thing.
Adriana! What?
It's getting closer to a higher end toy, I guess. Once you get close to 100, like I feel like I might as well just put it towards something else.
Danny, just sell a statue and you could get all of the Mafex you want. All right. Moving on to McFarlane here. So, real quick,
Oh, this is small.
McFarlane, in one of his videos, Todd talked about one of their new things they're doing. DC page punchers is what they're calling them. It's a line of figures that are about 5 to 6 points of articulation, in between 2.5 to 3 inches, according to Toy Arc, tall, and then a full comic book in a protective case around $9.99. And initially, they're showing off Batman, Superman, Flash, and Black Adam. So I just thought that was kind of cool. Just a twofer there on what they're doing. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to cover that. I'm going to fly through this McFarlane stuff. Let me know if you guys are interested in anything or have a point to say anything there. But the first one we got on the list is the Grant Gustin Flash from the TV show for season 7 suit reveal. And then we have the Godspeed reveal. And then this is actually up for pre-order right now. We have the Spawn's Universe Deluxe Spawn and Throne set. So another cool way of getting a Spawn for anywhere from about $38 to $42, due July 2022. And I don't know if I would have noticed this, but now that someone pointed out, I think it might have been Foosh again.
Yeah, definitely.
Where he said how cool this looks sitting on the throne. Looks amazing. But then he just stands there, and all of a sudden his cape kind of looks awkward.
Yeah.
There
So
is
what's
no
the rest
cape.
of the cape?
That's it.
They got rid of it so he could sit on the throne.
Wait, but so they didn't even give it like an additional attachment for when he
nope.
stands?
That's what they should have done.
Come on, Todd Father.
I know. He should have done at least something else like that. Like, I don't know. Worst case scenario, you can get a soft goods cape and add it on, whatever you want to do there. But
Apologies.
cool set if you want kind of another Spawn. But what'd you say, Danny?
I didn't
Yeah,
say
Daddy,
what he
what'd you
said.
say? Daddy,
It
you
was Eddie.
fucking...
What?
That
What did he
fucking guy.
say?
I said apologies.
Apologize.
Fuck. I don't get it.
You fucking have an excuse for everything. Like, oh, just buy a club cape. Oh, just...
No,
fucking-
I said I'm saying that's the only thing you can do, really, for this. Like, if you want this, that's like what you would have to do because
Be negative.
it looks terrible.
Like the rest of YouTube community.
Well, they should just make it a statue then. and not even have articulation. If it's just gonna be a throne,
That
have it like the
thank
old
you.
school Todd McFarlane figures,
Damn.
where there was no articulation, no joints. Like the joints were very limited.
He's the
Yeah.
chosen one.
That's a good point. Just do that. I would agree. And I didn't say I didn't like I wasn't overly
I didn't say it was Eddie.
I didn't apologize
I love you,
for it,
Dylan.
Eddie. I said it was shitty. That like I can't
I know.
unsee that cape
I know, but then you came up with like a
solution.
a solution is just I love you, Dylan. You're a glass half full kind of guy. I love that. I just like to be a dick on stream. So
with collecting,
you
I
make
am.
it too easy.
I try to with collecting just because I'm here for the joy in the first place, so I might as well try and get joy out of it.
Trying really
but-
hard. Dylan's that meme of that dog that's sitting with the house on fire. You know that
Everything's fine.
everything's
I'm not saying like that doesn't look like that cape is a shitty like ad. I like that you're getting another spawn. That's what I'm like. But spawn cheap.
But haven't they done this before though?
On a Thursday afternoon?
Oh, it is Thursday.
Daylight
That's
still
great.
What'd you say,
Danny?
Haven't
Sorry.
they done this version before?
Yes, but not with those cheeks and not with no cape.
Wow.
This is essentially the Mortal Kombat spawn without a cape, Danny.
Dude, this exactly.
God
This is the
damn!
man
Can you
who-
get this picture off the screen, please?
Who's more cheeked up, that Spawn or this Spider-Man? Dude, look at these,
I
these
think
cheeks right here, bro.
Both.
Dude, look at
Why
those
does he have
cheeks.
green jizz on his ass? That's what.
Dude,
Dude,
it
look
was
at
drawn by
them
both the same
cheeks,
guys.
bro.
We'll say that.
Holy
This is
Oh.
McFarlane.
Damn.
This is McFarlane as
Now I'm
well,
worried.
dude.
I'm worried
Jesus.
about Todd's father now. I never
We
saw
know
it
he-
before.
The cheeks.
Cheek.
We know Todd's a booty guy over a
Wow,
yeah.
that's amazing. That deserves to be clipped too.
This guy makes like
What's going on the
capes.
clips?
He draws miles and miles of capes, and he can't give his figure a cape.
I know, and like in some cases, he overdoes the fucking cape. That's what's frustrating. Is like in that deluxe Kickstarter spawn, that cape is ridiculous. Ridiculous. The back of your head is ridiculous, and he
That's Rachel.
did that. Haven't you ever seen? Anyways, moving on. Spawn Universe's Overkill Mega action figures. So this one's gonna be quite a bit bigger.
Dude, what happened to this
$52.99, July 2022. What'd you say, Danny?
What happened to this figure?
I don't know. What do you mean?
Looks like someone
It looks
slapped it with
horrible.
an ugly stick.
I have zero interest in this. Overt. Oh, that says overt kill. I called it overkill. Overt kill. Never heard of this guy. Never
Dude,
heard of
melt
him.
this figure down and give me more cape. That's to cover up his cheeks.
Okay, so then they also released a Raven Spawn deluxe action figure. So this is a version 2 because they've done one before, and this is
See, this
regular
one's cool.
price. Yeah, $24.99. Also due July 2022. Look at that beautiful fucking cape.
There you go.
This guy's pretty good looking overall. I
Yeah.
have no relation to it. I guess.
Didn't he
I
do
don't know.
this guy already?
Yeah, this is version 2 of it.
What's different though? Just the big ass scythe.
Isn't the colors different? I'd have to go back and look. I can't remember exactly.
I don't
it's
know. I've seen it in
colors, too.
store a couple times. This one, and it looks the same to me, but it could have a different color, I guess.
It could be the same color, like different accessories with Spawn as another release. That's definitely something he does.
Dude, technically, he has a scythe and a sickle.
Sickle
Very
and a
true.
scythe.
Good point, Danny. God, I love you, Danny. And then we have the Haunt action figure from Spawn's Universe, also $24.99, July 2022. Due, and this guy looks like
Balls.
Wow.
what?
He looks like
Agreed.
a ball sack.
Jesus, get him checked out, Eddie.
They're wrinkly, man.
Look how white they are, though. You're
I didn't say the color. Obviously, my balls aren't white.
According to Equan, they should be darker.
Baby powder, bro, dude.
They
Baby
fade.
powder.
they faded to black. I'm just saying, like, the texture is balls.
And Equan's a doctor.
Jeez. Equan's got to get.
Now I can't unsee that, dude.
God, yeah. What the fuck, Eddie? Kind of just trying to fly through the McFarlane figures, and no one's saying anything, and Eddie's like, balls.
It's like that Austin Power. That Austin Powers. That thing. Boobs. Bloody boobs. It's the same fucking joke they did in the last Austin Powers movie.
Big melons. Okay, moving on. Ninja Spawn, the other one from kind of this release, also $25, due July 2022. This guy looks pretty sick, I think. I think this is probably one of the cooler ones from it. From this wave that they're doing of Spawn figures, I think. Because we haven't seen anything like this yet, right?
Absolutely not. We've seen Mandarin Spawn and the normal Spawn, and that's it, I think. So,
Ekwan with the amazing chat there.
I don't know why he has. He's a foot doctor.
So I've seen more
I'm
nuts
not
and
going to
doms
him.
than everyone in this panel.
He's a. What are you doing when
I know.
when you're doing surgery on people's feet, dude?
They're like, excuse me, doctor, I came in for a foot call. Why do you have to see my nuts?
What the fuck? I thought he was a children's doctor too. You hate this.
Jesus Christ. Ekwan, we love you. Please stay watching.
He gives us Eddie's a bad name, a bad rap. Can't have it.
And then we saw another possible reveal
Not
here
a good thing to brag about either. We can move
For-
on now.
for armor
Yeah,
and
that's
everything
detailed.
with the Spawn line. There's more. Yeah, there's more. We'll probably get on this. We'll cover this at a later date. And then
Whoa.
moving on to DC stuff. So Tales from the Dark multi-universe. This is Batman Duke Thomas. And this is $20, due July 2022. And
Oh,
then
Duke Thomas.
what's this from?
I think he's the African American Batman, right?
Oh,
From
really?
Future State.
Yeah, something like that.
No, it's not
Interesting.
Future State. He's
Oh, from the
Isn't
Dark
Duke the one that has like the
multiverse.
yellow? He has the yellow suit.
That's what I thought. Yeah, that's why I was surprised by this guy. Unless there's a future version.
Interesting. Well, anyways, from Dark Knights, DC Metal, we have Batman of Earth 22 infected action figures. So kind of a zombie-looking McFarlane Batman. I'm just trying to fucking not focus on the chat right now. And then we have the Joker
Whoa.
Dragon action
What's that
figure. So
thing
this
coming
guy,
out?
this one is $32.99, due July 2022. I'm considering getting this guy because he's actually got like articulated jaw. It's going to be a pretty big figure overall.
We
think
know
this thing
Dylan
was
likes
awesome. I
those
thought you liked this
articulated
one.
jaws.
Yeah, I thought you'd like this one.
a
You're the first
throwback.
person I thought of.
He loves those jaws, man.
This thing looks creepy, but in a cool way. At the same
Yeah,
time.
right. That's what I'm. That's
what
kind of
Dylan's
what I
saying.
think too.
This looks like if I did shrooms and then saw Falcor from.
Yeah, like a bad trip watching Neverending Story.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, this thing I would consider if I saw it out in the wild. And then we have the McDonald's Batman. I'm just kidding, but it looks like it's like McDonald's colors, almost like blue, red,
Definitely a McDonald's
purple.
Batman.
It's funny.
So this one is the unmasked gold label of Batman of Zur-En-Ar. And this is the unmasked version, because we've seen the masked version already. So gold label, this is going to be an exclusive. And Sean, is this right? You have it down for $69.90.
It is
$69.
It is a McFarlane store exclusive bundle that comes with the rest of the wave
Oh,
for
okay.
$69.97.
I see. So it comes with two other figures. It comes
Because
with
the other what is it, Thomas, right? Thomas Wayne had the regular Batman like cowl and
Yep.
stuff like that, and this one has the unmasked. So,
Right. That makes sense. It comes in with the 4-pack, so it's like the Joker Dragon, the Batman of Earth 2022 infected version, and then Duke Thomas, and then Batman of Zur and R. So super interesting there. And that's from their store directly. So good catch there. Thank you for that. And then the Batman Arkham Asylum Multiverse Killer Croc Mega action figure. I'm glad this one's a Mega, because in the game, this guy is enormous. Was he in the one you played, Eddie, too?
I don't remember him being like one of the prominent characters though. In the one that I played.
When I played it on the hardest difficulty, because one of my times around, I wanted to beat it on that. And holy shit, the fight against this guy was so hard on the hardest difficulty. But they do him pretty good. I think maybe you could have at least made an open mouth looking guy out of him, but I'm glad they made him an ultimate, or like a bigger figure. That's what he should have been, or mega action figure is what they call them.
This is I don't think there's very many Killer Crocs out there, so it's cool to see a good one.
Yeah, and that fight, that's a really memorable fight with him too. It's a really cool one, I think.
Which one did you play? You played all of them, right?
Yeah, I played all of them. I think this is from Arkham Asylum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it says right there on the box, Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like a fight, because you fight him down in the sewers, and you're running on a bunch of docks, and you can see him like coming at you, kind of thing. But yeah, it's a really cool fight overall. And then so this one is the DC Rebirth Man Bat Mega action figure, also $41.99, due in August of this year. And this is
guy
pretty
was
cool
in the
looking
version
figure.
of the game that I played, the Arkham Knight one.
Yep.
This
And
one
I
looks really
think-
cool.
Yeah,
I think Man Bat is also his first villain in the animated series, the original like 90s one too. So,
Did he stop with the cards?
no.
Oh no, there it is. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I missed
And
it.
that's like the
it's
type of
art.
card you like.
Yeah, it is. He does some tempting characters sometimes, man. Sometimes they look really cool. This would look cool in the spawn, like if you put it in your spawn line too.
Yeah, it would. This would look good in a bunch of different areas of your
It
collection.
would
I
go
think this
good
looks
with
good.
your Neko werewolf, Dylan.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it would. Yeah, he does good with things like this, and like he has an open mouth. Look how much better that looks than the Killer
Oh my
Croc.
God, they're toys, man. You're fucking weird. I'm just
I hate
kidding.
you so much. And then, so this one is the Future State Ghostmaker action figure, $20, July of 2022. And I don't know anything about this. I don't know if I've ever seen this. This looks like from a video game that I played. I don't know. I don't even know what to like compare this guy. Like just black and white, super baggy pants, kind of like a futuristic ninja looking guy. I don't know anything about this figure. Do you guys?
This is part of
No.
Batman?
it's the Future State, that Future State run that they did. What was it, like January, February last year?
Wow. Yeah, I don't know anything about him either.
Yeah, I don't know. And then they had a couple, you call them like encore reveals for day 4.
Yeah, so they had a day 4 that was called Encore Reveals. So all the stuff we can look forward to here.
Interesting. So we have Warhammer 40,000, Chaos Space Marine, and Dark Angels Assault Interceptor Sergeant. And then we have some more Mirrorverse figures, which I feel like we haven't seen for a long time. And then the Legend of Vox. Is it?
I don't know if it's
Machina
Machina or
Machina?
Machina. Yeah, I've heard it both ways, kind of like Mafex and McFarlane.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And then we had Seven Deadly Sins anime, and then a My Hero Academia of Overhaul and Hawk's first looks. So just kind of showing off there. And then moving on to Super 7, This was pretty big because the reaction figure of this guy did really well, and a lot of people liked him. So this is the Ghost Ultimates Papa Emeritus 2 figure, $54.99, due in February of 2023. And yeah, this guy has done really well overall with reaction. The packaging is always super cool. Because I think in the reaction, it was like an upside down cross. That's how he came, like, inside an upside down cross. But cool looking figure, in my opinion, overall. And then we had some Disney Ultimates releases. This is the Fantasia Ben Alley Gator. I didn't know this guy had a name from Fantasia, to be honest. Also, so all of these are $54.99, and this guy's due Q1 2023. This is the alligator that dances with that hippo they already released that we covered.
Yep.
So 3 heads, cape, couple hands. Not as loaded as most of their figures, which is interesting. But at least we're getting it. So another thing to go along with some Fantasia releases, we also had Lilo and Stitch Disney Ultimates Stitch due Q1 2023. I wonder if Zach's seen this yet, because this is like right up his alley.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So-
I think Dean showed him like the second that he saw it, so I think he has seen it. But yeah. Go ahead. You can continue.
No, that's good to know, because like this guy is loaded. I think this is
Yeah, he's a good looking figure too.
almost the perfect Stitch. Eddie, what were you gonna say?
It is really good. I love the tongue and the nose head. That's amazing. And they're all amazing. They did a good job. They did, I feel like, miss the boat by not doing throwing in a version of him with 6 arms or 4. No, yeah, 4 or 6 arms. 6 arms, I thought.
Including his legs, wasn't it? 6.
Maybe it
like
is.
3 down.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
think so.
But and him in like his suit, I forgot what he is. Is he 616 or that's like his code name.
Oh yeah, his code
his
name.
real name. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still cool to see it happen. I love this line. This is such a cool
Yeah.
line.
I kind of want him myself. I think for $54.99 though, we're getting a lot of other characters that are quite a bit bigger than what he's going to be. I think it might be a little too much, but with all the accessories and the different head sculpts and reactions you can get out of him, I think it's really cool.
Yeah, 5 heads to me like kind of helps make that up a little bit.
He needs a Elvis too. He needs like
Yes.
a ukulele.
They
and-
could expand on
the-
this. They could come out with an entirely like second Stitch figure of different accessories,
surfboard?
different heads, and it would still make sense.
surfboard.
Yeah.
They need a Lilo.
Yeah.
So maybe when they do Lilo, they'll throw in a version of Stitch, another one. I don't know.
Give me Lilo's thick mama, and then we're talking.
Oh wow.
God damn.
Kid
Wow.
show, dude. You fucking. No, I agree with you, sir.
Hell yeah, Eddie. Okay, and then we got the Alice in Wonderland Queen of Hearts. Q1 also do Q1 of 2023, and so this is from the cartoon movie. What are you laughing at, Eddie?
She comes with a little smidget.
Wow. How dare you?
Christ. Don't bring that back
How
onto this show,
dare you.
please, God. Smidget. Hey, in John's defense, he found that was an actual thing. But so she comes with 3 heads, just kind of the regular face, a red angry face, and then like a screaming face. So she comes with pretty much anything you would want the Queen of Hearts to come with, right?
Yeah. No,
don't-
she's got everything, I think.
And like that flamingo, the green flamingo that she plays. Oh, what is it?
Golf.
Is it golf or croquet?
Yeah, croquet. I think she uses that.
That's
thing,
even the little. That's the
Oh, wow.
croquet ball right
Yeah,
there.
that's right. The little hedgehog thing. God, that movie's weird. But anyways, yeah,
Yeah, it
really
is.
cool. They're all over the place, and I same thing as you, Eddie. I'm glad they're doing this. I haven't bought any of them. I haven't backed it yet, but I'm kind of waiting for something that I was really close to, I guess, growing up, and then I'll probably do it. Jungle Book, I'll probably consider.
Sean, if you order from Super 7 themselves, you have to pay up front, right? Or do you know?
Sean just.
Yeah, I don't know what Sean.
The other Sean
Use
just shut
me,
his
sorry.
camera off.
Use me. I always just order from BBTS. I don't
okay.
know with Super 7 if you have to or not. I think it is pay when it ships. Let me look. I don't know, but I always just order on BBTS.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know either. And Jesus, bro, Lilo's mama's dead. Oh no. Cuervo says I need a chest
you
tire
fucked
shaft.
up. It is. It's his. It's her
Sister.
sister.
It's
That's
the older
right.
sister.
My bad.
Oh
That's what
wait,
I meant.
that's right.
God.
That's what I meant. You know what I mean. Come on. Don't act like you haven't. Next up, we got Silly Symphonies.
You haven't what? Jesus Christ, man. What were you doing while the rest of us were watching Lilo and Stitch? Good Lord, man.
Silly Symphonies, Big Bad Wolf, $54.99. Also do Q1 of 2023. Again, cool action figure. He comes. It looks like the grandma dress is soft goods. So that would be interesting and pretty
That would
cool
be
to kind of
interesting.
have that flexibility. I don't know. They haven't done a whole lot of soft goods, so yeah, it's pretty cool to see this as well. Even because this is really old IP for Disney that they're
Yeah.
doing.
When I first saw it, I thought it was one of the wolves from Pinocchio, and I got really excited
Yes.
because they did Pinocchio, and I was like, "Oh, sweet! They're gonna do a."
Isn't
One
that
of
a
the wolves will go with
fox
him.
that fucks him over?
It
or
is
sells
a-
them?
He's a fox.
But is the? I was gonna say the bad word. Is the mentally challenged one? Of
Wow! Oh, that's
the fucking the goofy one.
That's awesome. I gotta mute.
I
Okay.
I think I know what you're talking about, or I know who you're talking about. I don't remember if he's a wolf or not for whatever reason.
wasn't he
but
like a cat or something?
Oh, he was. He might have been a cat. He might
Yeah.
have been a cat.
what a confusing show overall because he has there's Figaro, right? That's the
I thought you were talking about our show.
How dare you, Eddie?
Geppetto. Geppetto is the dad, right?
yeah, and then Figaro is his cat.
His cat.
And then there's like cat characters and like the fox and yeah, I don't know what that fucking
They could have
thing
done the
is.
jackass.
Yeah, that's true.
The donkeys, dude. That was a cool. Those were good. That was a
Imagine
good
that. Imagine if they actually call him that.
jackass.
If they release him and call him that.
Oh shit!
Anyway, so the Ultimates wave they also released
They
for
released.
pre-order Wave 7 for TMNT figures. And these are all 55 each, due Q1 of 2023. So there's Punkerdon, Warrior Metalhead, Michelangelo, Gorilla, and then Triceraton and Robotic Bebop. So
Two things. One, Eddie, on Super 7, you have to pay right when you order, so just note that. So
I had a feeling that I
Yeah.
had heard that.
these, I don't know, man. These are definitely cool looking. I don't know if I'll be adding them to the collection. I think, I don't know, maybe the robots actually.
Dude, the gorilla.
The
The
gorilla.
gorilla is sick
pretty
as
cool.
hell.
Loaded.
I don't know.
Look at
who
the
he
bazooka
is,
with a banana, man.
Yeah.
but he is. Yeah, he looks the coolest, and he has the best accessories.
someone said Super 7 is the epitome of you know how we always say if you like a figure, it doesn't come with much. You're essentially when you buy that and you don't think it's worth that amount, you're essentially helping pay for a figure that maybe is a better deal because of what it all comes with. And yeah, that's that gorilla guy in this way, because none of these guys even come close to anything like that for accessories, it looks like.
I want the gorilla. I'm considering pre-ordering the gorilla.
Yeah, me too. Is that a coconut up there?
Yeah.
Do any of you guys know any of these characters?
No.
Not
I
even a
know,
single one.
yeah, the Mikey. Well, I don't know it. I just know that the NECA did that robot turtle, and I'm guessing that's what the Mikey is?
No, it's different. That's Metalhead.
Oh, it
This
is?
is Robot Mikey. I don't remember this. I'm sure it was
Okay.
probably in Arc, but I don't remember it.
Then I don't
specifically.
remember either.
Interesting. All right. Well, we're finally finished up with Super 7. We'll just let sweet Sean take over.
So for Bandai, they finally announced a lot of their DBZ stuff as far as their prices go. So we have the Dragon Ball Z Superhero SH Figure Arts Ultimate Gohan for $34.99. Pre-orders are sold out on BBTS, due out September 2022. And if you just want to kind of fly through these, Dylan, they're also going to do the Dragon Ball Z Superhero Son Goku Superhero SH Figure Arts action figure is also $34.99, due out in August of this year. Can I get a click through?
You cannot get a click through
Did
because
we
the
lose
clicker
him?
thrower has left you
Has left the building
high and
now.
dry. He left you.
Well, that's great.
This is we can
I-
just talk. This is a great
yeah.
figure though.
I
This-
really like
this version of
Gohan.
Gohan is cool.
Is one
Yeah.
of the better ones for sure.
Yeah, and the colors. This has the vibrant colors, I think. So there you go.
Yep. So there is the Goku, the Goku.
You're no longer allowed to.
You're gonna can't get our show canceled.
I think the Goku looks really cool. I like this shocked face that he has and the way they have it posed. I thought that was really cool. The next one that I'm actually kind of excited about is the Piccolo. He is $38.99, sold out on BBTS, coming out in June of this year. I always liked Piccolo. I thought he was one of those big staple characters that kind of help take care of everybody. What do you guys think?
All
Yeah, I
good
know.
characters. All good characters. These are This is from the unreleased movie, right? Like the one that's still on the way.
Yeah.
It's cool that they're doing some of these because some of these characters need reissues of figures, I think. Because they've done all of these characters, they're just in different. I think the colors change for the movie. I'm not sure like how much of their outfits and stuff change and everything, but they're cool looking figures. You know.
This guy, I'm pretty sure, didn't he just go up like yesterday or today, and he's already sold out on BBTS? That's pretty crazy. I guess I don't know how often these sell out or how quickly they sell out, but
I think he's been up since last week. Because he's
Okay.
pretty... Yeah, because I had the SH Figure Arts pretty solid since then.
gotcha.
The next one is the Superhero SH Figure Arts Vegeta, $34.99. $34.99, sold out also August 2022. I think he reminds me a lot of kind of like the Gohan we just saw. Looks really great. I mean, if you want a Vegeta figure, I think this is it. I think the big thing for all these though is the price for $34.99. I mean, that's kind of crazy. I think for SHF, even for like the DBZ stuff.
Yeah, they're, like Dean said, they're all over the goddamn place with
Yeah.
it. They're like from anywhere from like $30 to 80 to 120. It's really weird. It's the weirdest line price wise, in my opinion, that we cover. But
This is the one I'm actually really excited for. Is the Cell First Form figure for $67, or about $67, due out August 2022. This is kind of right where I jumped in on Dragon Ball Z. My brother was more of a Dragon Ball Z fan than I was, and this is where I kind of started watching. So to see this figure and the way he looks, the head sculpts, and his like his stinger and the wings and stuff like that, I think this guy looks really cool. And you get the kind of the open stinger too, where he sucks in the androids and stuff like that. So
okay. That's what I was just gonna say. What's up with that tail?
Yeah, I thought it was like a shower nozzle.
yeah, yeah, it's more of a like I can't remember what happens. I know he stings like a couple of people, but I know that was more so for the androids where he would eventually change forms. These went up a little bit back closer to the last show. It's the Jane Foster Thor Love and Thunder for $83.99 due out June, or no, I'm sorry, not June, August 2022. I think overall the suit looks cool. I think the helmet looks cool. I like the rebuilt Mjolnir. I think her face sculpt of Jane Foster is really off. What do you guys think?
The
Oh wow.
the issue that you have with Mafex, I have the opposite with SHF. I wish they didn't show their figures so soon.
Yes.
It pissed me
Agreed.
off because I would at least like to see her in a trailer before I see this in figure
Right.
form. Like even a trailer. If I would have at least saw a
Spoiler.
trailer, I would have been.
Sorry,
cool,
we
but-
should have like said that to the. We should have said that to the chat here. Kind of spoilers, if anyone cares. Because this
Yeah.
pisses me off. It's part of obviously covering it, and it's part of the job here. But I wish it wouldn't be here.
That right there is a huge spoiler now that I'm looking at it. What is blowing up in her head? Holy shit.
Let's move on.
Holy shit. I hate you, Sean.
You're also going to get the Thor for Thor Love and Thunder night. My God, why can't I fucking talk? $83.99 due out in August. I'm sorry.
Why are they so expensive?
Oh, someone said
you
it's
know what?
the hammer reforming in her hand.
Fuck.
Damn it.
Man. Oh, God. Oh, that's annoying.
That's
Is
Anyways,
this guy in Thor?
so they also
This is his son.
announced they also announced some Naruto figures. You have Naruto for $34.99 due out in September. You also have Sakura. Is that how we said it? Sakura?
check out the Naruto run. There it is. You have it in figure form, everyone.
Your guess is as good as mine, Sean.
Yeah. For $54.99 due out in October. And then the Sasaka due out in September for $59.99.
Suzuki
Suzuki.
Uchiha. That's what I would guess. Uh-oh.
Did any of y'all ever watch Naruto? That was definitely one I had passed on.
Nope.
Chat's all pissed off at us. I don't know if it's for the Thor spoilers or if it's for mispronouncing names.
Yeah. The next thing they did, I know we've talked about this figure a lot, the Captain America Tech-On, but they finally kind of announced prices and a due date. So it's $124.99 due out in August of this year. This one is kind of growing on me. Originally, I thought I might pass on it, but some of the accessories that it comes with like that like beam that he's forming on his chest right there, I think is really cool. Just kind of having all the Avengers armorized, if you will, I think is really cool.
This takes so tech on Avengers. Everyone like says it's stupid or doesn't catch their attention. A lot of people say that, but in my mind, this is what covers up the MCU's biggest fucking hole in like logical thinking of why the fuck, like, Iron Man has made 85 suits, and you mean to tell me he hasn't made a suit for all of the Avengers at this point? Like, why the fuck when
Just
like
Rescue,
the Hulk,
right?
yeah,
Just Pepper Potts.
like, why doesn't Captain America have his own suit like this? And anyways, sorry. But yeah, so moving on to NECA here. I'm gonna fly through this here. We gotta catch up. We got a long show ahead of us. So we got Elton John Dodger Stadium reveal when he performed. We have the Stoneheart Predator reveal, and this is that one that you and I kind of talked about, Eddie, I think. Isn't it from the movie? Where we thought that it
don't
came out of the
remember.
skin? I don't know. I got to rewatch
I don't
that
remember
movie.
that guy in the movie.
Yeah, and then they showed off their Defenders of the Earth. And then I think this one is no. Which one is this one? Stone? No. Who is this one, Sean? This guy. He's like green. He's like got a black suit on with green.
It's just the Defenders of the Earth.
Oh,
reveal.
still part
I don't
of
have
Defenders.
yeah.
Okay. And then they also showed off like Predator 2 Shaman, which is this one here. I can't wait for this. I really like that helmet. And then they also had a bunch of Gargoyles reveals. And one of them they've released since they did it. I think so. These are all the main guys. I don't remember all of their names off the top of my head, but pretty much I think I don't know if we're missing anyone out of the main group from what they've showed. Are we?
Nope. I think they've showed them all now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so too.
Oh, they haven't showed Angela? No, Angela.
The girl, the reporter, or the cop.
Yeah, that she turns
Oh.
into a gargoyle.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. And then, but this one is one that's I think up for pre-order now, and this is the Universal Monsters the Mummy accessory set. So the coffin that they have showed him in. We were under the speculation this came with the actual figure, but obviously not. It's something to get, and I think it looks great. To be honest, I think you could just get this as like something to set on your desk as like a statue. But it's $41.99 due in August 2022. And then the Gremlin 1984 accessories pack that they've shown. Eddie, are you going to get this?
Yes. The problem that I'm having is I want multiple eggs,
Oh.
and it only comes with
yeah.
one. So like, I don't know if I can find some of those on eBay or not. I'm kind of annoyed because the dance, like the stockings and the sweater that like represent the 80s dance stuff, that was supposed to be a subscription box, which I had placed an order for, and they didn't do it. So yeah, I mean, it's cool to see that they're doing it in a regular release, but I had ordered that like 2 years ago, I think. And then the gizmo in the car is a little bit it's underscaled, I guess, because it's
It
like
looks
more like
cool.
an accessory. It does look cool, and it'll be cool in the car, but I would like to see like gizmo in the car. But I guess
Yeah.
that would be kind of a big car to display.
That's true. That makes sense. Because they've done regular sized gizmos before, right?
Yeah, I have the regular size gizmo, or like
Yeah.
they're quarter scale for Gremlins, so they're more like 6-7 inches, but yeah, it would be quarter scale for them. Yeah.
Gotcha. So this one is $41.99 due of August 2021. And then getting into the TMNT stuff. So this is the Ultimates Michelangelo as the Mummy. And I think this is the third or the fourth one that rounds out the line for TMNT kind of crossover.
Third one,
with
isn't it?
Universal.
Because they
I
have
think so.
the Hunchback, right? And then they have Frankenstein.
Igor, Frankenstein, the Mummy. Yeah, you're probably right. So again, these look really good. I think this is a good line. Does this interest you, USB, at all?
Yeah, I've got these on order. I just think they're very unique. I'm not like a horror person by any stretch of the imagination, so but I just think these are cool, and again, turtles. So yeah, I like them. I have them on order.
I love this this head sculpt.
Yeah,
this
that
is
looks goofy.
awesome. This is like perfect, I think. Overall, yeah, well done. Oh, there we go, Sean. Yeah, you're right.
wow.
There's the 3 that we've gotten so far in this line. I think it's well done overall. But so this one is probably the most excited I've been about a TMNT release. So this is the Last Ronin. This is the armored version, $37.99, due in August of 2022 of this year. So yeah, I'm really excited about this. I think if you have like the first, I don't know, is it the first one, Sean, that goes for the most money right now for The Last Ronin for comics? The first book?
That's a hard one. I mean, sorry, you're probably asking other Sean, but he
Either one of you guys, whoever knows.
We'll both answer. It's really dependent on the cover. The
Yeah.
Aaron Bartling one, I think, is probably one of the most expensive ones. It's really going to come down to exclusivity and whatever. So I think it's mostly the number ones, but I think some of those high price covers are also like number 2s and stuff like that. So it's really dependent on which one
They
you're
did
looking at.
so many variants for the Last Ronin. You know, you could basically pick and choose which one you liked best. You know, that fit your style. But I still see the number 1 going anywhere between 80 to 100 here or there. You know, so the first print. So
Interesting. Yeah, I think this looks cool. It's my favorite that I have seen without knowing any context about anything. Just from the outside in of all of the TMNTs, if I would get something, I feel like this would be really cool to display maybe with like one of those comics
yeah,
in the background or something as like a back display.
a lot of those got 9/8. You know, like if you really looked at them and you picked the right ones and stuff like that, because if you open that book, you're done. You know, like don't grade it. You're gonna crease the hell out of that spine. I know this one guy at my shop who got I think it was a 9.9 on his. So
That's what'd you say, a 9.9?
yep,
That's a thing?
yes,
Yeah. Dude, you
I didn't
can
get
get
tens,
on
dude.
those.
Yeah.
I didn't. I
Was
just
it
thought
the Three Jokers? The Three Jokers was one of the ones that hit the hardest on 9/9s.
And the
I honestly
the
didn't
Bat
know
Dong.
10s were even possible.
Yeah, the Bat Dong.
Jesus. Wow.
it's those
Interesting.
graphic the prestige format graphic books.
Which is
Okay.
crazy because
It's like they're square bound.
I think at the time Diamond was still producing those, Danny. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And the way they package their stuff is nowhere close to being good enough for grading. But you always get a couple of gems here or there, you know. I mean, you have to literally go through each book and inspect it. Otherwise, if you don't, you're gonna put like a book that's half ripped on the shelf.
So they also released the unarmored version for the same price of $37.99 and also due in August. So obviously just without his armor, like a broken sword, a bunch of things. Someone in the chat asked, has anyone read the series? Have any of you guys on the panel here?
Yes.
Yes, it's very good. I highly recommend it if you have not read it. It's it's very well done.
Is it over or is it still going on right now?
Still going.
Still
I don't
going
think they've released issue 5? Because
Yeah.
isn't it 5 or 6 issues?
Yeah, I don't think they've released issue 5 yet. I think it's coming out soon, but they haven't released it yet.
Okay. I actually might read this. I really like the story of it. I think it's a really cool concept of all the brothers that we've known for years have essentially died at this point, and
Dylan, if you want it, I have it, man.
I'll have to definitely read it when it's all the way done. I just don't want to have to wait for the next week because I'm impatient as fuck. But
Well, you're going to be waiting a long time because they spread that out a lot.
Danny, what's this that you're getting excited about?
I remember this chick. She was in the
So,
Turtles.
yeah, so this is it Renee or Renette from
I forgot
Mirage
her name.
Comics figure?
She showed
$37.
up with, what's her name? What's his name? Cerebus.
Okay. So yeah, she's got like a soft goods cape, $37.99, due September 2022. And then they I didn't even notice that accessory for the floating head. Is that pretty significant, Danny?
I don't remember that.
Gotcha. Okay, well, we'll move on then. So they also showed TMNT Adventures Slash for $37.99, due August of this year. And so this is it the video? This looks like one of their video game lines, right, Sean Usby?
I believe this is Mirage. I don't believe it's a video game line. I believe it's Mirage Turtles,
Gotcha. What's Mirage?
the comics.
Oh,
Original
gotcha.
comic.
Publisher.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Got it. And then they also had a 2-pack that they put up of Smash and Zack for $54.99, and this is available now on their website if you want that. And then the other 2-pack they put up was Soldier Infantry and Crooked Ninja. And also for $54.99, available now on their store. And then they also showed the 40th anniversary of Evil Dead Ash Williams. So kind of just to show that off a little bit. And they've done an Ash Williams before, but anyways, that's it for NECA News. We are going to kind of move on here now to Small Talk Trivia. Sean, I'll let you take it on. And Sean, you are on mute.
And I am on
You
mute. I know.
fucking rookie.
Classic. So congrats to Badfish for winning the raffle the last time. We're gonna start doing some with pictures to see if we can identify certain figures and things like that. So what vintage Kenner Star Wars figure is this? Take a second to look at it, and then Dylan, when you're ready, go ahead and skip through. Is it A, IG88, B, FX7, C, 8D8, or D, Probe Droid? Dylan, what do you think?
Wait. Say him again? You didn't put the answers this time. Oh, right here.
Oh,
There.
my fault.
IG88, Probe 898, FX7.
I'll say
I don't even know what FX7 is.
Yeah, me too.
IG88.
What a fucking moron.
Eddie?
Go back to the picture, please. Oof. This is a vintage Kenner figure. Damn. Go back. Okay, I'm going to go with Probe Droid?
Okay. Danny, what do you think?
I'm gonna go B because I don't know what FX7 is.
Yeah, me. Yeah. You
Okay.
That might have been a good choice.
And
man.
Usby?
Or
I'm
he
gonna
fucked
go.
with you.
I'm gonna
Put a
go
fake one in there.
probe droid D.
Okay. The answer was C, 8D8.
Oh wow.
Interesting.
And it looks like, I think it's Toy Mafia.
Yeah,
Got
Toy Mafia.
Congratulations,
Got the first one.
Mafia.
Way to go, Mafia. I thought when it said 88, I was thinking of the new one. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of BB-8. I was thinking of BB-8. And I was like, it can't be that if it's vintage Kenner. So I fucked that up.
All right, and then we got a second one, right, Sean?
Yeah, so we're going to do a bonus one so we can see if we can get someone else some points. The next one is, what vintage Kenner line did 8D8 release in? Was it A, Return of the Jedi, B, Droids, C, Ewoks, or D, Empire Strikes Back?
Oh, I'll say B, droids, but I have no clue. What about you, Eddie?
I'm going to go with B too. Droids.
Okay. And Danny?
I'm going A.
Use B?
I'm gonna go A as well.
Okay. The answer
Whoa.
is...
Quasar.
The answer is A, and it looks like Joey got it
I
on that
won.
one.
Joey, congrats. It's
Oh,
all.
that's a lowercase A.
I had no idea about that droid. I have no clue what the hell I'm.
That's the
going
one
on.
that
He was
stamps
in,
the...
Wasn't he in Book of Boba?
Oh, in Return of the Jedi, he
this
stamps
is the skinny one,
Gonk
Yeah,
droid.
he stamps the Gonk droid. Yeah.
This is the one
Rams.
that
Oh.
NYC made a statue of? Do you know which one I'm
Yeah.
talking about, Danny? Wow. The figure does not look like the robot at all to me.
Well, we're a bit spoiled nowadays. All right, so there wasn't any Black Series, so Sean, I'll let you take over Marvel quick if you want to fly through it.
Yeah, so Marvel announced that Walgreens will have their Walgreens exclusive Quasar back in stock here. Actually, I believe it is in stock online, and they will be getting more in stores shortly. You go ahead and skip on to the next one. One of the bigger announcements was the Avengers comic Marvel Legends Wave 1 figure. They're each going to be $24.99, due out in September. This is a really cool wave. I'm really interested in a lot of these. I think the best one right now is going to be the Thor Herald of Galactus. If you want to just kind of fly through these pictures real quick. Next one's going to be Quake. You're going to get a comic version of U.S. Agent, Madam Hydra, Blue Marvel, Iron Man Mark 70. This one's really cool, but like a classic Iron Man. They don't have like a BAF piece or anything like that. So, but if you've been collecting the Iron Man since, you should have a pretty good setup with this. The next one is also Speedball, and then of course you get the controller BAF. Honestly, I think the best one out of this wave right now is the Thor. What do you guys think?
I don't.
I agree.
I don't like that Thor suit. I like that he comes with the Raven, but I don't like the Thor suit. Foosh mentioned how it's cool that he's a Herald of Galactus in that story. So, and they have Galactus on the way, so that's cool to like put another Herald with
Exactly, that's what I thought.
with your Galactus. But yeah, I never liked that.
It was
look for
definitely
him.
a different story for sure for Thor.
He comes with both the Ravens. That's amazing. It's probably one Raven, but in like you could pretend it's both of them. That's sick.
Why is his hammer glowing?
Danny.
Don't know.
I don't know.
That's a great question. I was hoping you would know that, Eddie.
I haven't read. I think Sean's read more of the story than I have.
You know, that's one that I did not read. I kind of know the gist of it since what was it? War of the Realms, I think. It's right around there.
Yeah.
Where all this happens. I know that there was a lot of great art done for this line though, so but you know they're adding some good comic characters in there, so I like that. I do like the Mark 70. I just don't like how it doesn't come with much, but you know that's a typical Iron Man. I suppose. You know, they're really loving those little smoke pieces to either put around the feet or his hands and stuff. And I think the controller looks really cool. I believe he's an Iron Man villain, so I'm kind of happy about that. I know in one of the more recent Iron Man storylines he was in there. There were also some other reviews. Dylan, if you'd like to kind of scroll through, they had the Future Foundation Stealth Suit Spider-Man. This is due out sometime late in 2022. The 90s animated Storm VHS, similar to the Jubilee and Wolverine. They announced the What If Disney Plus Build-A-Figure Ultron, Infinity Ultron, with
Hell yes.
cape, sword, and double pinless joints. I believe they kind of talked about this a little bit with the Kate Bishop and the Hawkeye, that, you know, they might be part of this line. Like they've been liking to do recently, they kind of put a teaser in there for like a little accessory piece. They believe it might be Doc Ock. We'll see what happens there. One of the bigger ones was the Galactus. So they kind of teased how big he is, and if you scroll through the next one, you can kind of see really how big he is. This guy's gonna be enormous. Basically, they're just kind of going over last minute touch-ups.
Real quick, Ekwan said the hammer is pure electricity. That's why it was all blue like that for the Thor figure. But sorry, go ahead, Sean.
This HasLab is going to be humongous. It's going to be crazy big. They're just kind of going through the last production nitpicks and things like that. So hopefully we'll see a finished product here soon. One of the bigger announcements was the Spider-Man Retro Collection 20th Anniversary Series Rhino for $39.99, due out September 2022. I believe our last Rhino was the Build-A-Figure, and I think my biggest gripe with that was the head sculpt, so I really like that we get two head sculpts on this one, kind of a mean-looking face and then just kind of his regular face. Are any of you guys going to pick this up?
I thought it already happened, didn't it?
No, well, not for the retro collection like the '90s one. And honestly, for me, no. After rewatching that show, this guy was just such a piece of shit in that show. Like, he didn't do anything but get his ass kicked by Spider-Man. Like, he didn't like give him a hard time. What, Danny?
I kind of want this. I thought it was released and it sold out. That's why I was like kind of bummed.
It looks like a really good figure. I think this will be a great figure. It's just character for me. I don't have any cares for.
Visually, I like him. Like, I thought the BFA was too big.
It looks like this guy might be. Is it
BFA?
Huh?
The BFA?
The Build-A-Figure version? The older one?
The BAF? BAF?
Oh,
Yeah.
BAF.
Who's saying BFA?
Danny is.
I'll give Danny a BFA.
Anyway.
Build-Figure A. I thought that one was too
Buffa.
big, so that's why I like this one better.
Gotcha.
Scale
Yeah,
wise.
it looks to be closer to the Kingpin size that they did, but okay. So to kind of finish up the news here, we are kind of on the tail end. I wanted to cover Four Horsemen for their All-Star 5 wave. The voting is up for it right now. It ends the March 16th. There's also 2 head sculpts that they're going to pick, and it'll be a new paint job. It's going to be a bunch of different ones, but they send out an email with a link to it, and then it's like categories. It's like 3 categories for figures that you choose one from, and then from there, then you also choose like 2 head sculpts you would want. So I think it's a really cool idea. I really like that they do this. I haven't picked mine yet, but just to let everyone know there. And then this, I didn't include the other picture, but so this is a TMNT Last Ronin 4.25 inch or 4.5 inch scale figure. It's a previews exclusive $30 figure by Playmates, due in November of 2022. So it's a special item, they say, on a lot of the listings. It's a special item that might have limited variants randomly inserted throughout the production run. If lucky, you could potentially receive one of these highly sought after ultra rare figures when you order this item. Please note we cannot accept requests for specific variants upon ordering, nor can we accept returns, and it may be slightly different from the standard edition pictured. Some attached images may include a picture of the prized variant. In case you don't know what a chase variant is and why it's so special, well, variants are slightly different products made in limited numbers and inserted into the standard production run, like a golden ticket type thing. You never know when you'll receive one. When you purchase multiple units, it'll increase your chance of landing these popular treasures. $30 seems very expensive for a 4.5-inch figure. Very expensive in my mind. But at the same time, this is really cool. I like the idea of it. This is... Oh, John would just be going nuts right now. He'd just have a rager on, knowing that you could potentially get an exclusive here. But, Usby, what do you think of this?
I was stoked on this one until I saw the NECA one. Because this one came out a few hours before the NECA... before NECA announced theirs. So I was like, oh shit, finally. And they used some of Aaron Bartling's art, or... Maybe it's Aaron Bartling, or maybe it's Ben Bishop. I don't know. But anyways, they used some of their art on the actual boxes. Like, oh, dude, this is sick. And then I saw, that this is going to be a chase figure. But my only issue with a chase figure is, when you're buying from, say, Big Bag Toy Store, like, they're going to open these things and know exactly what the chase figures are and take all those out and sell them for more. Like, you're not going to be able to buy multiple, like, unless it comes in a sealed box some way. Like, I don't see them doing that. But... either way, $30 for a 4-inch figure is too much. So I think I'm just gonna stick with the NECA and be happy with that. And I think it's a better figure anyway. So yeah,
I agree. It doesn't look all that great on the one on the right, but I think they're showing off one of the variants on the left, and that looks fine. That looks really good.
Do you know the case numbers? Like how many chases are there in a case, or like? No.
Do not. I don't think
Big Bad. Sean's right, but Big Bad will sell the chase separately the way it does with Pops. They do that with Pops. They just sell the chase separately for like $10 more, I think. So
interesting.
Yeah, if they do that, then I'm fine with that. I mean, I'd rather pay the extra to not have to buy like 30 of them.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's cool though that they're doing a chase. I think that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, bringing it to
fun.
action figures, that's pretty bold, I think. And yeah, that's... I just thought that was interesting. I wanted to quick add that. And then just an FYI, the 3.0 DLX Iron Man Mark 43, so this is the 12 scale version of it. The battle damage version that's been sold out for a while is getting a wider release now. So like Entertainment Earth, Big Bad, Hobby Link Japan, etc. $135.99, $135.99 due September of this year. So if you wanted the battle damage version, which I thought looked like the better one, it looks like we're getting it. So good to have that. And then this one I wanted to cover. So Beast Kingdom released their DAH 35, the Suicide Squad King Shark figure, $117, March of 2023. What up, Loco? And this one is about 9 inches tall. They say 21 centimeters, so close to 9 inches. And he comes with 2 head sculpt, like a mouth open version, then just a regular kind of stagnant version, and then his book, a Starro, and then like the little toy. I don't remember that. I got to rewatch the show, but I'm glad it comes with an open mouth version. So if you want to go nuts with him, you can there.
You and the mouse, bro. That's a recurring theme on here.
Yeah, like I said, when I was a kid, instead of playing with like action figures or GI Joes or something, I was stealing my sister's Barbie dolls and making them getting eaten by sharks. Jurassic Park and Jaws had a big impact on me growing up as a kid. So, the other big thing I wanted to kind of mention, Boss Fight Studio is now entering the 1/12 scale kind of area. They're starting to in the 1/12 scale vertical, I should say. So one of them that they're doing for to start off with is the Saurozoic Warriors. They're all 12 scale. They're gonna go up sometime in March of this year. They're gonna go up for pre-order. In-hand estimates early 2023. So it comes with Brachiosaurus, Triceratops, Hero, Stegosaurus, sets a Mercenary, and then Protoceratops with a Trooper. And then more in the works, depends on how fans receive and sales numbers, depending on what comes out of it there. And then they are also doing they're transferring their Hax figures to 1/12 scale due in late 2022 and then early 2023. And then also La Borinquenia, I don't know if I said that right, they're also doing 3 figures there. And what that is the original superhero character created and published by award-winning philanthropist, graphic novelist Eduardo Miranda Rodriguez. It's the only graphic novel series dedicated to philanthropic work in Puerto Rico and part of the permanent collection of the Smithsonian Museum. So, just some background there. Just kind of wanted to outline that. And yeah, that's kind of all we kind of had for the news. We had to kind of hurry up there. The show, obviously, that was a hell of a show for news-wise. So, just kind of quick ran through that. And do you guys have any other shout-outs? Obviously, I wanted to give a shout-out to 16Fix. Go subscribe there. We also had word. He was not on this show to do the Razor Crest unboxing. Marco wasn't, as it was very heavy in news, but he said next show, correct, John? Or Sean?
John?
I was like, when did John get here? What?
Okay.
Wow. That's an insult and a half.
Yeah, I talked to him just the other day, and we're gonna shoot for the next show. Give him a little bit more time to unbox that thing on his own channel and stuff like that, and we should see him on the next show.
Cool. So yeah, we'll get a taste of the Razor Crest, from the HasLab Razor Crest I'm talking. And so yeah, go subscribe there, check them out if you great guy, great podcast and show. And then Eddie, if you want to fly us through the Patreon read again here. You're on mute though.
Can you show me the Patreon read so I can read it? Thank you, sir. Yeah, we would like to thank Sean Fear, Ian CB, Renee Mendez, Eric Mariscal, Quinn Aguirre, Lemur Hernandez, King Louie, Mark Pearson, Paul Schreiber, James Cully, Equan, Chris Valencerina, Ben Thomas, Chris Letty, David Jones, Sam Gist, Daminator, Danny Lee, Deanie Martin, Stephen Krett, Big Ol' Fern, King Zachary V, Caesar Mariquin, Mike Cruz, Lisa Martin Bomansky, Rick DeGregorio, Alvin Jules, The Everyday Collector, Ricardo Valdez, Jose CZ, Erwin Asusena, The Illustrious Rainer, Aled Morgan, Tukathri Wa, Seth Tucker, CC3PO, Scott Smith, Don Maton, Bola Boy, Jimmy James, Stephen Purchase, Sean Usby, Scott Bradley, Stephen Maria Stanley, Jesse Contreras, Eddie Manzanares, Louis Bennett, Chip Perrin, Jimmy Hernandez, Gigi the Judgmental, and Brenton Palmer. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys. Love all of you. You help us do what we do and produce content for you, obviously. Thank you so much. And nice read, Eddie. You kill that. For not having to do that very often, you do a good job.
Thank you, sir.
So, March Patreon benefits, we got the holographic Pose War sticker and then the picture of my ugly ass face, if just so you can throw that wherever you
Look at
want.
that sweet angel.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
This
is the
spot on.
Sticker.
It's spot on. Look at that fucking beard.
Sticker that
Wait,
everybody deserves.
look to the right or your left.
No, other way. Other way. There you go.
Oh, perfect.
Tilt the head down.
Open your mouth.
Yeah. So those are your stickers for March. And then Sweet Angel tier, if you want to become a Patreon, it is $5 a month. With that, you get exclusive swag from Collecting Weekly, including a sticker sent straight to your door, as well as access to Ox After Dark, and then Certified Crispy at $15 a month. You get that, and then a Certified Crispy certificate, and then assistance with figure fixes by Zach. And then What a Guy, $25 a month. You get a signed Collecting Weekly Live 18 by 24 silhouette poster on first pledge, doubles of all stickers, and then benefits of the previous tiers. International postage will be charged at cost for posters, or a free printable file can be sent. YouTube channel members, we also want to thank. We got Mojo Z78, Absolute Irwin, Test Jess 1, DK Avenger 702, OMFG Rick, Mike Oxlong, S Beam, Andreas IB, Daminator, Sam. You said it's Gist?
I say Gist, but
Gist.
I don't know. I forget.
Okay.
Sam's in the chat. Sam, Gist or Gist?
Don't tell us it's like list. That was one of the funniest things because Dean
I
was
know.
so confused.
What the fuck?
And then OG fan, the Pembricas, Mark Pearson, Ben Thomas, Justin Harass, Paul Schreiber. What?
That one gets me every time.
Me
It's
too.
like it's just so casual. It's just in her ass, man.
Wow.
Andrew, is it Andrew Gibo?
That same. I don't know, man. I say Gibo.
CC3PO, and then Lemur Hernandez. Thank you guys as well. If you want to become a YouTube channel member, if you're a Patreon for 99 cents, you get the loyalty badges, plethora of emoji stickers like 9.8 baby. You got the peps behind me, member shoutouts, and then if you aren't, then for you are in the peanut gallery at $2.99. And you get all of that. And then for our shows, we got OFAC, Only Fools and Collecting. They're every other Thursday that alternating with us. So next week, Thursday, they'll go live and upload today. And then we got After Dark on Wednesdays at 10:30 Central Time, usually. Ins and outs, you guys are going live at 9 p.m. tomorrow, correct, Eddie?
Yeah, 9 p.m. Central, 7 Pacific, and 10 Eastern. Do you have a problem with Zach and Dean at Collecting Weekly or what?
Oh, no, I totally missed it. So, like, obviously, like, the weekly show is every Tuesday at 8:30 Central. I don't know why I started. I honestly
tomorrow,
didn't purposely do that.
Special guest just got the okay tonight. We will have my good buddy Sean here joining
Yep.
me from Smalltalk. Gonna be on the statue show, so I'm excited for that.
I'm excited for it too. It's a first time being on that show, and I'm excited to talk about some statues.
Hell yeah, man.
I hate to say, I'll have to catch it after the fact. I will be in Batman at that time.
Like dressed up.
Fine.
It starts at
I'll allow
9.
I'll allow it.
But I typically watch you guys in bed before I fall asleep. I'm rolling with something on the network usually. But we got the Ringcast, Bricks and Brews, and then Sean, that's your show. When are you guys going live for Bricks and Brews next? Do you know yet?
Yeah, we're gonna do I believe the end of the month. So I think we're shooting for the 27th, which is basically we go kind of last Sunday of the month is when we've been going. So 27th. So if you're in the Patreon or just know me and just hit me up and hit me or Eddie up, I guess, and we'll get you in there. So
Hell yes. And then our newest show, Collectors Club, is alternating Friday. So next Friday that will be live. That is John's newest show for Fridays. And then we got Pose Wars. You guys just had a show there. And then with the new logo, Manny pointed out, Live and Let Dice. That is crispy. That is clean looking there.
I don't think I've seen that one yet. That does look clean, dude.
The first time I saw it was when Zach put it in the chat right before our show here. So same, actually. And I think they are going live the 5th, which is Saturday. So I think 8 p.m. So check that show out if you'd like. And then if you want to support us, in addition, you can always get some shirts here. I'll put it in the chat. We got Collecting Weekly, some retro Smalltalk ones. We got to get a new Smalltalk shirt. And then the best shirt that you can get, the Only Fools See You Next Thursday one. I need me one of them. I gotta get one. And then yeah, check us out on Instagram and Facebook, Collecting Weekly. Facebook's our group is Collecting Weekly Auxiliary, and then Instagram Collecting Weekly Clips _clips is where you'll find a bunch of our favorite funniest moments and then the ins and outs of collecting. And then John's channel, The Everyday Collector, you'll see his Instagram over there. But yes, that is our show. Thank you guys, chat. You guys as the hosts for sticking through. This is one of our longer shows. It's a big one. Toy Fair is a grind, and I appreciate you guys hanging in with us here. So thank you so much. Do you guys have any last shout outs here?
Just big shout out to the chat. You know, I think we hit about 35, 36
Hell yeah.
active watchers. So thank you guys for supporting us like that.
Yeah, it was fun.
Pretty popping.
I had some of my buddies here at home tuning in for the first time to my knowledge. So it was awesome to have those guys.
Half the population there, right?
Wow.
Yeah. No, it was good. They know that I stream because we were gonna watch James Bond tonight, or one of my buddies asked if we could watch James Bond tonight, and I'm like, no, because that's like the new one is like 3 hours long, and I'm like, I got the podcast, guys. So thanks guys for popping in there, and to our chat that's always in there. CC, I didn't see you even join. Thank you. Good to have you on last night on After Dark again. So thanks everyone. Have a good night. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Smalltalk, the show where we talk about absolutely nothing important at all. Have a good night, everyone.